Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can hear me. It's exciting. 193 viewers, 39 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me all right? Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? DJ Goham's in the house. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you can. Awesome stuff. So I suppose what I need to do then. Hello, everybody. It's an exciting time. Are you excited? I'm excited. It's absolutely awesome. Let me just move this chat. Pop the chat out. Minimize that. That way I can see what's going on. I'll probably move this over a bit as well. I'm unprofessional, me. Can you tell? Awesome. Now I can see the chat. Hello, everyone. Oh my God, it's DJ Go. All these lovely people in the chat. Shannon, Stian, Hydra, Ronnie, Dean, Rabbitman, Smoke, Jagar, Andy, Sarah, O'Hara, Ricky Flores, PHH, Essex, Audits, Claws and Adventures. Wow. You're absolutely right. Holy, yes, it's here. I've got a helper. I've got a helper. Do you want to see my helper today? Where did I put my helper? Oh, my helper's over here. I've got my helper. Look. Look at that. My helper. That is absolutely spot on, isn't it? That is absolutely spot on. That's my helper. So, the day we've all been waiting for. Adrian Binstead, Nina Dean. Oh, look at all these people. It's awesome. Hello, everybody. The world's about to go mad. The world's about to change massively forever. That's me in 50 years' time. That's me in about 2 years' time, honestly. Hello from Queensland. Hello, Pete. Hope you're well, mate. Simon, the gaming goat. Farmer Jimmy. Right. What do people want to see? Should we do some FS22? Should we? No, I'm joking. Should we have a look? Let me just do something. Let's just do that. Oh, look at it. Oh dear. There's a story, people. There's a story behind this. Before I start, massive shout out to Gportal for sponsoring today's stream, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you, Gportal. I'll be talking about Gportal. You know already I talk about them a lot on my channel, on my videos and stuff like that. But if you are looking for an affordable, competitive and easy to work with server provider, Gportal are the way to go. I'm going to put some stuff up in a little while as well. So yeah, I want to know what people want to have a look at. We're going to jump on. I've got no set plan for this. My plan is going to be gauged by you guys. What do you want to see on here? That's what we're looking at. I'm going to start on probably Riverbend Springs, then we can go from there. We'll have a look at, we'll do a whole lot of stuff. So, the story. There's a lot to this. There was a miscommunication. There was a misunderstanding on my part. There was all sorts of stuff that went on. But it's all to do with updates. It's all to do with the console version of the game had to be shipped. It had to be prepared, made, the hard copies. So on console at some point there was a cut-off and they had to say, right, okay, that's the console version, let's get it ready to ship, let's get it out. But Giants made tons and tons and tons of changes to the game after that point, which meant there had to be an update for the console version, but that update has to be submitted to Microsoft and Sony so that when the game goes live, the update goes live and it's all as it should be. The problem was the update hadn't gone live. It had been submitted and it hadn't gone live anywhere. So Giants was saying I couldn't have early access, not because they didn't want me to have access, but because any version I had, if I got a hard copy, if they sent me a hard copy, it wouldn't be the proper version of the game. So that's how it was. That's how the land was lying. So you want to see me doing real farming again? That was good. I enjoyed that. Nina's in the chat. Thank Nina and her husband Brian for that. That was awesome. And obviously did some stuff out with the guys out in Wisconsin, which was nuts as well. So anyway, the pack that we got the bobblehead in, they sent out a little pack with some bits and bobs for content creators. And in that pack was a hard copy of PS5. And I asked Kermit, and Kermit said, no, I don't think it'll work. You shouldn't put it in your PlayStation. It won't work. So I didn't. So the following day, I thought, I'll try it. So I put it in, and it worked. but it was a bit ropey. Not going to lie, I'm being completely 100% honest, it was a bit ropey. But then something happened at Sony, because the next time I turned on my PlayStation, it did an update. And what you're going to see is that version. Now, I think there's still going to be an update either on release day or the day after on console anyway, because there's a couple of little bits and bobs that need to be tweaked and adjusted. But we're on console, we've got early access, so we crack on. Let's have a look. So, the menus, that probably doesn't help. We've got career, we've got multiplayer. I need to move that. Let's move this out of the way first. Let's move that up. I know that's, I'll move it back in a minute. Is that better? Can you see that now? Cool stuff. So, thank you everyone. To all the people that have been pre-ordering, thank you if you're a channel member. If you want to be a channel member, there's all sorts of perks. And obviously moving forward, there was the Wisconsin trip. I wasn't very well. There's been all sorts of stuff going on. We're going to get ourselves sorted, don't worry. There's going to be more streams, more streaming happening, all sorts of cool stuff. So, yeah, so thank you to everybody. But if you want to become a channel member, there are some perks. There's a link in the description. There's a link to Gportal. It's all in there. So, we've got career, we've got multiplayer, downloadable content, trophies, PlayStation Store, options. Now, the options and stuff are pretty much standard, as you would usually expect. Multiplayer is working, so if you want to go on multiplayer, that's ready right off the bat. I know a lot of people were saying they weren't sure whether multiplayer would be a thing. Multiplayer is working. I shall grab my controller. I mean, just do that and that. There we go. So if you click on multiplayer, we can go on to multiplayer. That's working, no problem at all. Downloadable content. Now, this is interesting. Under downloadable content, yesterday, in downloadable content, there was the government subsidy signed by Realismus Modding. So I thought, that's cool. So I downloaded it. If I go across the top now, there you go, look. And the FH16 forestry popped in there. But today, they've been removed. So, haven't used a steering wheel yet. I've literally just got to a point where I can actually get on this and do it. So yeah, so I say there's not a lot in here, but what I do need to talk about is the actual space you've got for downloads in the mod hub in here. On FS22 on PS5, it was 8,150.12. We've got 8,186 point. This is 1.3. I think I've used a little bit. Anyway, which is fine. So we've got a little bit more memory space for mods. However, in game, that's a little bit different. So anyway, I know. Woohoo! FS25. It's cool. Oh dear. I don't know how strict they're going to be. I would imagine Mods Hub and mods, it's going to be the same as it always is. They have to be submitted, they have to be checked, have to be tested. How that's going to go. Farm Sim Snow is in the chat. Hello, my friend. Hope you're well. Yes, we got the access. Oh, honestly, I couldn't have been happier. And to be fair, I didn't do that thing. Apparently, there's loads of people out there that aren't part of the partner program that have got hard copies of the game and have been streaming since early this morning because they've had no embargo. They don't care. They've just gone on and done it. I actually asked Kermit. Kermit went away and checked with Giants to say, look, is it okay if he does stream on console rather than PC? They came back and said, yes, green light, go for it, not a problem at all. So, anyway, all good. 550 viewers right off the bat. That is insane. Keep smashing that like button, people. Keep smashing that like button. So, let's go on to career. Now, I've already got a save game set up. Because I use the government subsidy, so I've got some money in there. So anything we want to do, anything we want to have a look at, we can just jump straight in and we can go for it. Menus are very different now. We can explore menus, we can explore whatever you want to do. We can have a look. Just let me know and we can have a look. It's very cool. Thank you, everyone. I'm so pleased. Nina, you absolute legend. Nina has just gifted 5 memberships. So if you suddenly get a membership, you can thank Nina. I haven't tried the side panel. I don't think it'll work, but I will do at some point. That's a good point. I forgot all about that. So if you just received a membership, that's from Nina. Thank you, Nina. You're an absolute legend, an absolute star. Right, so those, you've got your usual mod options for picking mods. I'm going to have both of those on anyway. You notice here on the main menu, down at the bottom on the screen, it says what the map is. It says how much money you've got and how much time you've played. Nina rocks. She does. Yes, Hank, early access. We got there. We did it. The problem is I wasn't allowed to say anything about it. Also, 1305 has gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, you absolute star. Thank you. If you're receiving memberships, thank those guys. That is so cool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. People win. People are doing stuff. It's cool. So, we're at 100%. Are you ready? It looks very good. Oh, look at it. Actually, I'm going to move this back down now. Now I'm off that menu. It's cold in the man cave today. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit nippy in the man cave. I've got my woolly hat on. So we're in. And when I say we're in, I mean, oh, it looks so good. It's crisp. It's neat. It's clean. It's tidy. Oh, it's good. Now, we'll talk about slot count in just a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. FS Landscaping, thank you very much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But you ready? This is I don't know why I'm so excited about this. Look. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. We can do slow-mo. We can do, look, Baywatch. We can go full Baywatch. How cool is that? Let everyone know. Tell your friends that we are live. That we are rocking and rolling. Yeah, the third person, honestly, I don't know why I'm so excited about this more than anything else. The third person I absolutely love. It is so, so good. Thank you very much, Nos Plays Sims, for the donation. We're going to talk about slots. That's your first super on a live stream. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you. What we need to be able to have is our third person character to put, like, have hand gestures, put a thumb up. Look, there's Grandpa Walter. Grandpa Walter's over here. NPCs, people. You've never seen me so excited. I wonder why. Barris, what is going on? The world's gone insane. Barris has just gifted 20 memberships. Pete Harnety has just gifted 5 memberships. So for all of you that are going to suddenly start receiving memberships, welcome. You are a SealyP Plus. A SealyP just a little bit more. How cool is that? You guys. You're hiding in the bathroom watching it work. Love it, love it. So yeah, there's Grandpa Walter. You can come over to Grandpa Walter. We can have a conversation. I'm not going to do all that necessarily straight away. Lee Phipps, this is going crazy. Thank you, Lee. I'm not going to get anything done at this rate. I mean, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's a good problem to have. Thank you very much. You are an absolute star. You legendary people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, now, I was going to say that. There's no vibration. There's no haptic feedback. This is different. You've probably seen it on a few people's videos. Sleep trigger now goes in half-an-hour increments. And you can set the time for any time of day. So you don't have to jump a full day. You can just go for a nap. If you want to go for a nap for an hour, a couple of hours, you can. That's pretty cool. Like that a lot. So, menus then. Let's open up this menu, first of all. So this is my options button. We've got our options down the side. Now that crop calendar is showing that. Don't panic. That's because I've got my seasons turned off at the moment. Nos Plays Sims, thank you very much. Another donation, you absolute star. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. Legend. Naps are underrated. Yeah, you have to have a nap. Yeah, so don't worry about that. That's because I've got seasons turned off on this. I'll show you the options for that in a moment. We've got no animal pens at the moment. Contracts. Oh, I've done a video on contracts. That should be up live now already, actually. Contracts have been split now. Baling. Cultivating. Oh, we've got all the other stuff here. Mark Russell, welcome to being a SealyP Plus. Just like before, but a little bit more. Thank you very much for joining us. You are a star. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we've got mowing contracts. And baling contracts are now separate. So the days of being able to do a baling contract where you mowed and windrowed, mowed and made silage bales, all those kind of things, not a thing anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it in as much detail, but there's a video on that. Not great. Gogglepop has been a member for 2 months. Woohoo! Scorper, thank you for joining us. SealyP Plus. We've got a whole load of new SealyP Plus members today. This is so fantastic. I love it. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I'm excited. Can you tell? Yeah, so contracts. Yeah, I don't know. I have to say I like the layout. The actual layouts are crisp, they're clean, they're tidy, they're easy to read. But what's also cool on this menu, especially if we go up to the top, you've got new, and then you go across one, you've got active. So you've got the contracts there, and then you've got your active ones. Super chat test. We always have one. Thank you, Gogglebot, for testing the system. You always have to have a system test. Thank you. So, anyway, people spamming that. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're liking it, the more you like it, the more it lets YouTube know that people are liking it. And if you like it, other people might like it. And off it goes. It goes viral. Apparently. That's the thing. Yes, you get a badge next to your name. Of course you do. SealyP Plus. And the badges change. Mark Russell, thank you very much. That's incredibly generous of you. First super on a live stream. We're not going to get anywhere. I said I was going to stream for 3 hours. I'm going to be here in about 5 hours, I reckon. I need to get me a PS5 Pro. Cavalier Roy's in the chat. Thanks for joining us. So, anyway, yeah, so if we can, it's still only 3 contracts maximum, but when you pick them from here, they will then go into your active, and then you run through contracts as usual. Now, this is the interesting one. This is a great menu, like this a lot. You've got your owned factories, and then if we go up one and go across, you've got available. So factories that are available on this map, you can see, and you can have a look and see what all of the actual the recipes are. You can have a look and you can see what new things we've got. For example, we've got rice oil from long grain rice, rice oil from normal rice. We've got the paper factories. A lot of stuff been added in from Platinum Expansion, and Premium is now base game stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it all looks very cool. We got the rope maker, sawmill, we got a Cooper's, the tailor shop, the wagon builder, which I know everyone's really excited about, the wagon builder, the playground maker hall. There's a whole lot of stuff. We can have a wander around, have a look at the canning factory. Is cool because look at this, the canning factory. We've got jarred green beans, kimchi, noodles. So we've got noodle soup from flour and rice flour, preserved foods. We've got rice bags, and we've got rice boxes, spinach in a bag. There's some cool stuff. I have to say, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so knowing the recipe is useful to decide whether you're going to buy the production. There's nothing worse than spending a fortune on production and you look down the recipe and think, oh, you know, advice is always save the game first before you make any changes, add anything, buy anything, change anything. That would be my advice 100%. So this menu, we've got our prices with all the various different things. If you go down the side there, you can see buffalo milk bottled. There's all sorts of cool stuff. Cement, bricks, bags, cereal, chili peppers, chocolate. We're going to get into a whole load of stuff. Yeah, the see before you buy, that's an excellent feature. I really like that. We come back up to the top. We've got vehicles menu in here as well now. There's a lot of menus that have changed. So vehicles menu here, that includes things that you've leased as well. So for example, that one there, the Fendt Cargo, I've leased that. Or did I lease it or buy it? Oh no, I might have bought it. But down the bottom, you can sell it from this menu as well. Tim Campers, thank you for becoming SealyP Plus. Did I get a bobblehead, Ghost Malone? Well, I have my helper with me. Let's go back to full screen. I got my bobblehead, look. Yep, I mean, it's just me. Yes, we did. Yes, we jolly well did. Small cam, let's go back. Awesome. I'm sorry, Sir Falcon. The embargo lifted at midday, so I had to just go, you know, just go for it. So, anywho, yeah, so from this menu, if you go down to the bottom, we can sell, view them on the map. We can do all sorts of stuff from this menu. Go back up to the top. Hand tools. The hand tools are a thing. It's very cool. We'll have a look at that if we get a chance. We'll try and do stuff. Finances is normal. Statistics is normal. There are 25 collectibles. It's FS25. Awesome. I had to YOLO. You're absolutely right. As the young'uns say. And then we come down another menu. We've got our game settings. So game settings are where things are, yeah, there's a little bit different here. We've got our usual, let's go to the back. So we've got our pause. We've got our name of our game, auto save interval. All these things are pretty much as we've seen them before. Timescale, real time, and it goes up to 360 again, and we've got half on there. That's as it always has been. That's pretty cool. Can active productions be condensed down? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, as far as the bobbleheads go, I think it was to do with anyone that attended the FS25 preview event. You know, the event we went to in Wisconsin. We had to send a picture of ourselves for our ID badges, and they had like a PowerPoint presentation that had a screen with our picture and information about ourselves. We had to do a little bio. But they used those pictures to make the bobbleheads, which we weren't expecting. It's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. See if they fixed trees. If you're putting comments in the description of things you want checked, you're going to have to be quite specific. When you say fixed trees, I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, economy difficulty can be changed in here. We have got... oh, that's what I meant to show you on the main menu. We'll come back out and we do Hutan Pantai. We'll have a look on there. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, because the menu shows out to the side. We'll have a look at it in a second. Seasonal growth. Yes, no, and paused. The same as that. And if I put that back on yes, and we go back up to our calendar, you'll see now we've got the seasonal crop calendar. So if I go down back to the menu and I turn that off, sorry, if I turn my seasons off and then go back up, it's all flatlined across because it doesn't matter. Oh, I see what I mean. Animal pens. Yeah, we'll see. I think we can do more animals at a time as well. I think you can, if you're going to put a lot into a pen, I think you can go up to 250 now rather than 60. There's not manual attachment, unfortunately. Days per month is the same. Fixed visual month. Snow is the same. Crop destruction, on or off, same as that. Periodic ploughing, field stone. Then we come on to this one. Weeds is the same. We've got disaster destruction. I know people have been asking about this. Disaster destruction enabled. So yes, you'll get destruction from the disasters. Visuals only. So it looks like it, but it won't, I think. Or disabled. No destruction at all. So, yeah, as far as dynamic weather goes, that's kind of as much as that goes for. So, disaster destruction is on or off. Will we have 4X maps on console? We're not sure. Giant said possibly, said it might be possible, said they've been testing it. They're not going to bring out any 4X maps, but a lot of people have been saying because of the new ground deformation and the file sizes for saving, it's going to be very difficult for 4X maps. I'm not saying there's not going to be, but there's been a lot of talk about it. Anyway, vehicle controls, all the rest of the menus are pretty much the same for your refills of various different things. If we get to the bottom of that menu and we go up to top, go to general settings, we're the same on here as well. So a help window, colorblind mode, interactive zone markers on or off, info triggers on or off, field info, a monetary unit. Now this is an interesting one. So maybe go up to the top now, isn't it? Yeah, for some reason. Did that. There we go. We've got dollars, pounds, and euros, but considering we got Hutan Pantai, there's no more. Yeah, there's no more. There's not an additional money unit, which I thought there might be. Anyway, measuring units, all these kind of things. All the rest of it's just the same. Cameras. Now, what one was I going to change? Was it that one? Oh, I don't know. One of these. Anyway, that's our settings. So. Lime required is new. We've always required lime. So, vehicle menus, and look at the slot count. Slot, no, you can't turn fog on or off. Fog is there in the morning, different times of year. It will sit in low-lying ground, and it will burn off over time. So, potentially. Thank you, Cher. You're an absolute star. If you want to use my partner code MrSealyp, if you are going to pre-order, that would be absolutely awesome. It would help me on the partner program, all that kind of stuff. That would be wonderful. So, our slot count on PS5 has come down from 4,400 to 3,500. So we've lost slot count. Yeah. Bit worried. But as far as our menus go for our vehicles and stuff, we've still got our brands. Our vehicles and tools are now all together. It's neat, it's tidy, there's some cool stuff in here as well, I have to say. So we've got our drivables, we've got loaders, some of them cross over, which is cool. This is on PS5, yes, I'm on console. We want to see the main out-of-game full settings menu. Oh, okay. That's on the start menu. That's the same as it always has been. We can go back and then have a look at that in a little while. Yes, I did get early access. It's very cool. It's not that big of an issue with the slots. I was saying on a video I've done, even when I did my American Falls Apocalypse series, and I had basically changed the entire map, I wasn't anywhere up near the slot count limit. I mean, I was up there, but that took a lot. 3,500 is still a lot of slots to be playing with. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, everyone. You are all stars. Right, base cars. So, like, anyway, that's what I was saying. So, drivables, loaders, trailers, soil cultivation. So everything's all together now. What is interesting, like, we've got our seeders and planters and stuff, which is cool. Yield improvement equipment. So we haven't got separate slurry and stuff like that. It's all in a separate section. So sprayers, manure, fertilizer, combine harvesters. Now I haven't, because this is a hard copy of the PS5 version, I haven't got the pre-order bonus stuff. That's on my digital download. So I haven't got the MacDon pack or anything like that. Jeremy Cripps, welcome to becoming a Sealyp Plus. Just like before, but a little bit more. Very cool. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Seasons, no, it's not. Seasons is pretty much the same as it was previously. As far as I can tell, yeah, I mean, I've only had this like 24 hours. So I had early access on console for FS22, interestingly enough. Yeah, the contract situation, well, I'm not happy about it. Yeah, we're going to look at, we're just getting started. Keep going, people. It's awesome. Forage harvesters, yeah, so grassland stuff, balings. Now, baling, square balers and round balers are in separate sections. That's important. And then for all of these different things, the consumables for those products are in the end. No, I haven't played it. No, I wish I had. It honestly took me a long time to get my head around the menus, to work out what everything was. It was a real, you know... beacon lights, we haven't got hazard lights, but the beacons, the flashing beacons in FS25, if you had them on there, I think we are on console. So yeah, your consumables for your Rani wrap, your square bale twine, round bale net, that's all here. Consumables for your root crop stuff, you've got your empty boxes. So all of the ends of each of the sections, you've got your consumables. So the menus are different, but I have to say, I do like it. I like the way this is set up. It is cleaner. I think it is better optimized. I can't afford a PS5 Pro. I wish I could. I'm not. No, I'm not getting. Well, I don't know. No, I'm not. Yeah, when mods start coming out, we'll see. It's interesting because when you look at slot counts, we've got grapes and olives. We've got under olives and grapes now. We've got Gregoire has been added in with the harvesters, which is pretty cool. Animals, forestry. Forestry's interesting. I think. Word has reached my royal ear that when Giants had their cut-off for equipment and machinery, there's still a lot of equipment and machinery that Giants want to add into the game. So I think we're going to get a mod drop from Giants with stuff that they want to put into the game. Thank you, Barry, for becoming a Sealyp Plus. You're a star. Thank you, Sam Day, for the donation. First super on a live stream. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you both. You are awesome. Please tell me console will have auto load quicker. Things like that, I have no idea. Until mods start coming out, I honestly don't know. Bale and pallet storage is still a thing. Yes, we got that in there. We'll have a look at that in a second. Lights on vehicles are way better. I mean, way better. And then down the bottom, we've got our objects, and then we've got our hand tools. Now, the hand tools, we've got our... that thing, chainsaw, but we've also got under animals, look, a horse brush, because you can put these down now and you can pick them up. So the hand tools thing is a thing. It's very cool. Let's go back up to the top, because I know people are asking about, there's a couple of things I want to show you that I was very excited about. Under cars and bikes, the Aprilia, I don't like it very much. It's not as good as some of the modded ones we got on FS22. Just putting it out there, I'm being totally honest. This is what I'm showing you. Look, let's go down one. Look at that. Look at the menus as well. Crisp, clean, tidy, neat. We've got design 1, design 2, puts the back in it. I mean, I'm not going to go through everything in the menu. Trailer hitch, yes or no. Chassis colour, I'm going to go for, I think I've got one of these out already. If we're going to do rim code, might as well... no, let's go white walls. Look at that. That international pickup is gorgeous. You will get ads on a live stream now. You can have ads on. It's no different to if I put ads on a video. They are put on balanced so that while I'm streaming, ads will still pop up. It happens. Right, so someone's just asked about the slot count, and that's the interesting thing. If we come back out, slot count on that, because I've already got one. Slot count on the Skoda, we've got Skoda, is 7. That's 4. Now, we were told with all the massive optimizations that were going to be happening that slot counts were going to be vastly reduced. I'm not seeing that. The slot counts seem about the same. What we'll do, come out. Let's have a look at tractors. Look at that. We've got the 9S. Slot count on that? 11. It's not too bad, actually. John Deere's always had a reputation of being ridiculously high, didn't they? But that one's 12. That one's 10. Not horrendous. 8. 13. I mean, they're not... Slot counts aren't too bad. We've got some of the new gear. The Steiger 715. Have I mentioned? I've driven one of those. I drove one of those. Have I mentioned it at all? Yeah. I've driven one of them. Very cool. Under trucks, look, this is cool as well. Look, you've got the International CV. Look at that. That's very nice. I like the look of that. What else we got? Sir Falconator has been a member for 2 months. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Slot count is only if you're on console. You have a certain amount of slots allowed. Each vehicle, machinery, piece of equipment has a slot count to it for the first item because the game has to render that in. So once it's rendered that in, if you get a duplicate, the slot count comes down because it doesn't have to do all of the rendering for a second vehicle. On PC, that's not a thing. There's still kind of a limit, but not horrendous. Chris S is in the chat. Hello. Sorry if I'm not reading everyone's names out. I'm trying to get through some of this stuff. I know. Thank you to everyone who's joining me. This is just phenomenal. I'm so happy. Sir Falconator, you star, has just gifted 10 memberships. If you receive a membership, that's from Sir Falconator. Thank him in the chat. What an absolute legend. Thank you very much. You are a star. But what's cool as well, look at this. We've got an electric Volvo. It's electric. What? I've got one out, actually. We can have a look at that. That's cool. Thank you very much. It's cool. We broke 1,000 viewers. Nice. That's crazy. I might have to change my hat at some point. If I got it around the wrong way. Oh, that's right. Not around the wrong way. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. Let's come out of there. What else was I going to show? Oh, and the telehandlers. We got the Sennebergen that we knew was going to be the raising and lowering of cab. We've also got the Fendt Cargo T740. That has got a raising and lowering cab as well. Very nice. Let's come out of there. Let's have a look round, shall we? Let's have a look round. Let's see more of the map and see some stuff. I'm going to stick with third person for the time being. Forklifts, actually, there's not many. There's only 2 at the start. But like I said, I think... John Ingalls, hey, no fair. What do you mean no fair? I'm a content creator. I've been playing the game and making content for Giants and with Giants for the past 8 years. That's how it works. That's the thing. You can't ride the swing. Jeremy Cripps, thank you for donating, gifting 5 memberships. Thank Jeremy massively. If you get a membership gifted now, that's from Jeremy. It's just awesome. Yeah, there's not many, but I think more equipment's going to be put in. We come over to the bees, which is pretty cool. The spawn point. Character creation, yeah, I was going to show that on the Hutan Pan Thai menu, but we can go into that because we haven't done all the menus yet. So this is one of the builds, the buildables. We've got a small shed. Is it much better? Yes, I think it's way, way better. 100% better. Now, again, you've got to remember, the embargo lifted at midday. I'm live on here, and I think I've got 2 hours on this previous. I did a couple of videos. I have not had an opportunity. This is first impressions, looking round. Hopefully going to stream for 3 hours, maybe 4. Depends how much more stuff we need to show. I'm going to keep going. We'll just keep going. Yeah, we'll keep cracking away. Richard, you've sent Jeremy back. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Animal pastures are an interesting one. Oh, right. Now, the hands visible on steering wheel, that I've checked that. That was just a visual for that blog, because I haven't seen an option for it at all. Anyway, what we're going to do. So there's that menu, this menu. Right, so our build mode. Now, what did I want to show you? What menu is it under? Why is my brain fried? That one? Oh, yeah. That's for packs, so I didn't show that. Then we got used vehicle sales. That was still on there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, please be nice and chat. I don't know why. Why would people start being... Come on. It's a good day. It's good stuff. There are still flat bottom bins. Because that's the way it's done. That's how game companies push and promote their game and build the hype for release. Every single game company, every single game that comes out, content creators get early access to it to put out content, to build the hype, to push sales. It's the way it's always been done. It's just, you know, yeah. Would it be worth getting on PC over console? That's entirely your decision. I'm a console gamer, so I will always stick with this. Yeah, the thing is, people like Pharmacop, DJ Goham, Farm Sim Guy, any of the gold and silver partners, gold partners have had this since Monday or Tuesday. So there'll be, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it. The further up the partner program you are, the better off you are. You can put out 20, 30 videos already. I haven't had it that long. I haven't been able to. Scott Brown, welcome to becoming a Sealyp Plus. I'm not going to get into the... thank you very much. Very kind of you for joining us. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into the politics of all that. It is what it is. Mods and DLCs. Then we come down to this menu. So this menu on here, we've got our animal dealer, we've got our wardrobe, we've got construction menu, farmland, and vehicles. If we go to our wardrobe, configurations are options on here. Farmer Giles, thank you very much for your first super on a live stream. You legend. Thank you. Very cool indeed. I'm doing my thing. I mean, at the end of the day, slot. I don't know why the slot count's dropped. It's a bit weird, isn't it? A bit strange. Bail limit, don't know. Haven't tested that yet. Like I say, we're just getting to grips with this. Over this next weekend, until the game releases Tuesday, we're going to see more and more videos coming out because more and more people will have access to it, and we'll have more time to test things out. But this is the embargo has dropped. Bang, we're out. So yeah, we've got our character choices there. Hairstyle options are pretty much the same. We can change the colour on those as we have been able to before. Obviously, we've got a big beard like that. Now we're coming to our various different costumes and outfits. I don't think the Fire Brigade one's pretty cool. I don't think there's anything that stands out much over and above what we had before. There might be a couple of extra companies added in. Full body suits. We come down, we've then got our jackets. Now, what we have got on here, let me just do that. My screen's about to turn off. This is very dapper. Look at this. Fancy. I mean, the rest of it doesn't look that good, but you know. I'm fine, thank you very much. It's very cool. Greetings from wherever you are. Wherever you are. Yes, the chainsaw doesn't magically appear. You have to go into a menu, and you actually see a torch now as well, which is pretty cool. The beards don't go big enough, they don't. But that's very dapper. We've then got various different tops and t-shirts by various different brands and companies. Like I say, this is one of those things you're going to come in, have a fiddle around. The same as the customization option was before. You can have a fiddle about and pick what you want. Same with trousers. Although in the trousers one, we have got some... I mean, these are rather, you know... That's very sporty. I mean, that's... Let's just say figure hugging. Yeah, it would be nice for the modders to be able to put modded clothes in. I know on PC you can, but on console you can't. The fact we've got third person now, I want that to be a bigger thing. That would be very, very cool. Vehicle damage, I don't know yet. Like I say, we're just getting to grips with it. I'm great, thank you. I hope you are all well. We've got some short options as well. Denim shorts. We've got the shorts I'm wearing, and then we've got various different trousers. Look, so you can go for that full suit. Look at that. That sort of tweed. That tweed look. Pretty cool. And then we've got branded stuff as well. Then we're on to our shoes. And what's cool is because we've got... Look at this. Depends how you feel about them. Crocs, people. Rocking them Crocs. You can't do Crocs and socks, though, which is a pity. Don't know. It's a disaster, isn't it? Anyway. We've also got down here, we've got various different sets of sandals and flip-flop type things. Cowboy boots. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, some of the houses you can. The one we start with, you can't. I am on Riverbend Springs at the moment. Hat options, again, there's a whole load. That's rather snazzy. I do like the look of that. That's cool. So yeah, there's all sorts of interesting items. And then gloves, and then we got our glasses. All the stuff as has been. Hello everybody. Hello chat. Sorry I'm not reading everyone's names out. Maybe I should wear that. Maybe we should do the rest of the tour in a very dapper. Should we go proper? Let's go proper dapper, shall we? Let's go with those. Do we change the colour? No, I'm going to leave them like that. I like that. Let's go up. Where was it? Was it under jackets? It was, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. Probably take the gloves off. Let's go with that. Which I don't know why I'm doing this. I have no idea. And I suppose, technically, if we're going to do this properly... Oh, it's a look. That's nice. I'm liking that. Let's stick to that. Thank you, Alibaba, and thank you, Scott Miller, for becoming members of SealyP Plus. You are now a SealyP just a little bit more. Thank you very much. You are cool. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Superb. Just need some ties. I'm going to keep my gloves on just in case. Anyway, let's carry on. That's what I wear for my hikes. Yeah, my walk and talks. I always dress like that. The gentleman, something like that. It's pretty cool. Silos, and anyway, we'll have a look at the build menu in just a moment. What we'll do, I mean, people, you know, this is PS5 Slim, I think I'm on. But the depth of the ruts is quite incredible. Let's go Baywatch mode. Sean has just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Yeah, we've got so much to get through. I mean, I say it's always difficult when you're live streaming, especially when you're doing a first look at a new game. Everybody wants to see everything all at the same time. It's not as easy to do. I'm looking spiffing. Thank you very much. But vehicles and machinery, let's jump in this. I've got some other bits, but... Now, I'm hoping it comes across to you, but on the tractors and vehicles and machinery, the engine whine and stuff in here, it's very good. When you go across muddy fields, especially when it's wet, it looks brilliant. Yeah, you see a bit of it. The ground definitely, look at the mud flicking up off the tyres as well. There's some really cool features. You can see it bouncing. Like I said, it's a pity there's no haptic feedback in the controller. If there was a little bit of vibration, that would nail that. That would absolutely add a level of immersion that would blow your mind. You can see it bouncing. There is real depth to the ruts, which I think is very, very cool. And like I say, the mud now, you see the mud going into the tyre treads? Look at that detail of the mud in the tyre treads and then coming off. That's incredible. Game audio sounds off. It shouldn't do. It's coming straight off the game. There's no desktop audio or anything like that. Yeah, the mud should disappear if you drive on the road. What you also get as well is sound effects when you drive on gravel and stuff like that. You notice the mud's... It's not necessarily flicking off, but it will gradually disappear. Does it sound garbled? That's weird. That's a good point, actually. I hadn't even noticed anything with camera collision. This field over here I've changed. I've only changed this because I was sort of setting this up for doing some prep of different things. Sounds weird, does it? Turn up the audio on what? What do you want the audio turned up on? Shouldn't be. Oh. I haven't had a problem when I've streamed on FS22 before. You can only hear the game through the mic. That's weird. Let me turn Malgato up. Is that any better? Cool, okay. Just need to turn the Elgato up a little bit. Excellent stuff. Good, good, good. Right. What do we want to see? Build mode menu? Do we want to see that? Martin Dunderdale, thank you very much for becoming a Sealyp Plus. You star. You absolute star. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone that's joining us. If you are joining us, don't forget, smash that like button. That tells YouTube you're liking it, and it will show it to other people. It's very cool. It's how this YouTube thing works. What do we want to look at now? Oh, look at that. I mean, that's just... Maybe not the gloves, but the hat sits a bit funny on my head. That's not how I'd wear it. Anyway, animal pastures. Right, so if we go into this mode here, this is our build mode. I've got a video coming out on the build mode, actually, probably later on today, I would think. So, various different sheds and buildings. There's all sorts of stuff in the build mode, which is very cool. Factories, animals, fences, our sculpting and stuff. The menu, I think the menu's a lot clearer. I like it. Unfortunately, no, horses can't be used to pull things. They're not working animals. That was something Giant said a while back. I think they had a complaint, or they had an interaction with PETA, P-E-T-A, not Peter a person, about the use of and depicting animals in games. So that's something I think they've stayed well away from. If we go across and up on this menu, we've got sculpting, painting, trees and plants. What's interesting with these as well now, just to show you one of these, for example, if we go to our tree, we don't have lots of different trees, but we do have change tree size, so we can scale up or down on the tree on the D-pad. So you can pick the size of tree once you've chosen the tree, which I think is very cool. I like that. 1.1k viewers and only 584 likes. Come on, smash it, people. Yeah, so you can do that with the trees, which is pretty cool. What else? Yes, that's what Peter stands for. Under fencing, this is an interesting one. Not all of them do it. There's not an option to turn off fog, but if I go to string a fence along, which I'm doing now, and you can see the fence going along, very nice, lovely, and then press for that bit, there's an option that says switch segment type. So on here, you don't have separate fences and gates, they're on the same thing. So if I now switch segment type and go from there to there, it puts in the gate. But I can also reverse that gate. So I can pick which way that gate opens. I can then select that gate, then switch segment back to fence and carry on with my fence. All under one thing. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, what else are we going to do? What do people want to look at? Oh, yeah. Let's go up to... someone asked about silos. So, silos, we've got some newer ones, like this brick one, for example. All the capacities are shown, which is cool. How the UI can be moved around. The UI. These ones are quite cool. But we have also got the ones we've had before. We've got our Farmer 400s and those kind of things. We've got our flat bottom grain bins, and we've got the large ones as well. They're all as they were, which will require various different things. Dynamic castles, yeah. Terraforming menu is exactly the same as it was before. If we come down to here, we've got our sculpting, we've got raise and lower, level, slope and soften. Save the game before you try any of that. That would be absolutely bonkers. The menu is to the side of the screen, but I'm not going to lie, I like it. I think it's crisp, it's clean, it's tidy. You can see very clearly what everything is. And what is also interesting is if you click on something, let's go up to, for example, a silo. You see down where it says silo and it mentions the silo. It tells you what your slot count is, tells you what the slot count is, how much it is, and what your slot count is and what's available. I like that. Web 155, would love to see all this in forestry equipment. Okay, I'm going to try and get through everything if I can. Thank you for the $4.99. You are an absolute star. Very kind of you indeed. When you say I get distracted a bit, yeah, I've got about 400 people all asking to look at different things. So, yeah. You saw a mouse running in grass. Possibly, I haven't seen that yet. Hello, hello, hello. Will slots be an issue again? Slot count has dropped down from 4,400 to 3,500 on PS5. So, animal pens we want to have a look at. The factory stuff is all pretty cool. Oh, well, that was what I was going to show you. Under factories, you've got your expensive factories and all your various different new types, which is pretty cool. But you can't build dams, no. But what you have got further down is these. Cheaper alternatives and options on the same ones. Grain mill, dairy, preserved food factory, carpentry, oil mill, grape processing, sawmill, spinnery, but they're all only 36 grand. So you can get into all of the productions, but much, much cheaper. Thank you, Gogglepop. Thank you for the donation. Yes, can I show everything now? Bang, just dump, go. I've got to go through things a bit. Can I actually play the game? I mean, people are asking to see menus, they're asking to see vehicles, machinery, equipment. I can't show everything at the same time. When you say play the game, this isn't a let's play. This is a first look, first impressions of the game. Graham Pierce. Oh yes, my camera's over the menu. Thank you. Yeah, as I was saying, it shows you the slot count and stuff there. Sorry. I can only do a bit at a time. Are the animal types varied? No, they're pretty much the same as they were. But we have on this menu got factories, selling points, greenhouses, cultivation, generators. Under greenhouses, we have now got the rice saplings. We've got the standard greenhouses. We've got tarp greenhouses and glass greenhouses, which is pretty cool. Different sizes. And then we've got down the bottom, we've got mushroom greenhouses as well. For doing two different types of mushrooms, which is pretty cool. Is there hedges? Yes, kind of. If we go back up to the top on there, cultivation. That's out for if anyone wants to know to do rice fields, rice paddies. These can be done, placed. When you do two sides, it will give you an option to close it in if you want to. You can keep going and you can choose your rice field, whatever shape, whatever size. If I'm happy with that, I can finish. And it makes my rice paddy, adds in the pump. We are good to go. It's as simple as that. So you can build them within the field. You can build them loads of small ones. You can do a massive one and one whole field. It's entirely up to you. Unfortunately, you have to wait for the 12th unless you've got early access from Giants. Starting cash, we'll talk about it in a minute. We'll come out, we'll look at Hutan Pantone, we'll look at the outside menus as well. Dynamic animal pens, that's what people want to see. Let's come off there. Let's go to that. Generators. Now we'll come down to animal pens. Right. Animal pens, people. So, let's pick a spot. Let's go here, shall we? So we have got cows, we've got horses, we've got pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, and others. We've got a new type of dog, which is cool. Hello, Grizz. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the members. Thank you for all the new people, all the new members. Anyone that's joined us, if you've joined us, just joined us, have been on for a while, smash that like button. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. Cool. So, if we go back again. Now, it's an interesting one, this. So let's go for the cow pasture. Now, you have to be careful with these as well, because it says in that description, it says, a place to keep your cows. Attention, this is a breeding barn, therefore milk production is not possible. The pasture of this building can be customized. Now, a lot of the buildings do have customized options as well, which is very cool. So if I click on this, I can put the pen down like this, and it says that will hold 7 cows. So at that one standard, 7 cows. Wait for it. If I press that, it now says, do you want to customize the fence for a cow pasture? Yes, please. I would love that. So now we've got our fence option starts from where the post is by the side. So how you want to go about placing these, you might want to put this bit by the edge of a field or what you want to do. So I can build my pen, again, around the size of a field. Any side you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Any shape. And I can build my animal pen however I want to go about it. It's very cool. And let's go back to here again. We join back to there. It will close the pen off. Done. Then it says, do you want to plant the meadow for the cow pasture? Yes, please. So that puts the meadow grass in. Now that meadow grass needs to grow a little bit, and they will have to, they will eat that. But if you put hay in, or you put Terraforming ration in, they will eat that as a priority over the meadow grass. You don't leave footmarks, unfortunately. Let's whiz over to that. I say whiz over. I put it too far away. Yes, you can turn fields into animal fields. Anything you like. It's very cool. But what you'll also now see is that initial field pasture said it was 7 animals. Right? Cool. Got that, everyone? Steve, you got that? Hank, you absolute star. Thank you very much. Crowdfund for a PS5 Pro. Thank you. First super on live stream. That is incredibly generous of you, Hank. Thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate that. You star. Very kind of you. Thank you. So let's come over to it. Console early access, people. I know. So let's go over to here and click on it. That now says it holds 15. So because we made the pen our own, we've changed the size of it. It's gone from standard at 7 to 15 animals. But again, remember, this is a grazing pasture. You won't get milk and stuff from it. So as far as your animals go, people want to see the menus. We've got our brown Swiss, we've got our Holsteins, we've got our Angus, and we've got our Limousine. Same as we had before. You've got your babies, 6 months and 18 months old, which is very cool. So you can put those in. That's all very good. Now, what you'll notice is, when you build the pen yourself, there's no gate, which I noticed. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's finding a place for this, because when I've got the menu things open, certain menus it works, certain it doesn't. Up there, maybe. Should we leave it in the middle? Let's put it about there. Is that any better? It's going to hide some of the menu no matter what we go. We don't get baby horses, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to get my head out of the way. I mean, I could remove it completely, but that's the whole point. GPS, when you create a new field or expand, works, no problem at all. It's, yeah, very cool. So yeah, we've expanded the size of that, and that's a pasture. But if we go back into our build mode, and it says enter demolition mode up the top, press triangle, you can actually remove whole sections of fence, or if you want to, let's remove that fence section. Let's remove that fence section. Come on. We probably need to zoom in a little bit. There we go. I could take all of the fence sections away from what I previously set, and you can have it as an open pasture, so it looks like they're still wandering. There's no male and female. No, that was what was interesting, not unlike some of the modded ones we got, which is very cool. There might be small animals running around the field, so we can remove that. But the good thing with this is, well, is if you want to add a gateway into your pen for whatever reason, you can remove a fence section, then put a new fence section in with a gate in it if you want to, which is cool. Let's come out of that one and go to, yeah, horses is set. Again, I don't think, does it give us the option? It might give us the option to change the size of it. Yeah, we can customize the horse pasture as well if we want to. I think the same with that. We can have more animals in it the bigger the pasture goes. Let's go no and no. I'm going to, there's a gate on that one already, actually. Do that. Demolition. Remove that. What else do we want to see? Oh, people are asking about pigs and piglets, sheep, chickens. Oh, yeah, it was this sheep because people want to know about goats. I'm just going to put that one in again. We can construct it. We can make it bigger. We can do whatever. That's absolutely fine if we want to. Oh, I clicked on yes. Doesn't matter. Again, let's just go there. Doesn't matter what size it is. Let's just build a pen. Do I want to put the stuff in? Yes, I do. I'm going to have to come back out and redo all this, aren't I? It's all good. Good afternoon, Numpty34. Hello, Smock Farmer. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, if you've been with us for a while, that's awesome. So, if we come onto here, we've now got our animals. So, Landrace, Swiss, Steinschaft, and there's our goats. So, yeah, no males, actually. So we've got our 0-month, 3-month-old, 16-month-old goats, and we've got our sheep that we had from before. Let's put one of those in. How many can I put in this past now? 27. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something. I'll probably show you something. Put one of those in, and one of those in. I'm just curious to see what the goats look like. Up close and personal. Sneaking up on a goat. They do look very good. I am the goat. What's the other one? Oh, there we go. I wouldn't say, yeah. Look at that, look. So we can do proper. I'm going to pounce. I'm going to pounce. No, I'm not. There's no force feedback on controller. I haven't got the steering wheel set up yet. If we go back to here, the fees are slightly different. What does it say? Fee is 50 for the animals. If we go to that one, so they're all slightly different. For the 16-month-old, the fee is 50, 37 for the 3-month, 0 months is 30. So the fees are different for transportation if you don't transport yourself. Bale limit, I don't know. Like I say, I haven't had much access to this yet. I haven't got to a point where I've had the time to do enough bales to see if the bale limit is still 200. I would assume it is, but I don't know. Oh, that was something someone else asked. If we go back into our build mode and we go back up to sheds. Was it sheds or silos? I'm sure we had, might be under silos. Bale and pallet. There you go. Bale and pallet storage is still there, 250. Someone asked about that a little while ago. I haven't played the game and beat it in 24 hours. No. I was going to try. I thought, you know, if I just play for 24 hours solid. Anyway. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. What else? Was there any other of the animals people want to see? Yeah, no, boars, rams or bulls. I think that was something that modders did. This is something we've talked about a lot over the years with various different packs and DLCs, seasons, that kind of thing. Giants look... now, I have got a money cheap mod because it was in there yesterday for the Realismus modding government subsidy sign. That has subsequently removed today. I've got no feedback on the adaptive triggers. So on the release day, I don't know if the Realismus modding government subsidy signs will be there or not. I don't know. They were, and now they've been removed. So luckily I had already downloaded it. I know I'm a cheater. It's terrible, isn't it? Who'd have thought such a thing? Why would someone do that? Anything else under the show buffalo? Okay. Actually, we can do that on... we've got sort of part of a cow pasture. There are collectibles. There are 25. I haven't found it yet. Let's go down. Sorry, I didn't show the water buffaloes. Now, the water buffalo, I was surprised as well, because when they showed the original images on that Fancy Pants trailer when we first saw it, it was the water buffalo's big curly horns. They're not like that. They've got horns, but they're not. For the fee for a buffalo is 100 for transportation. Let's put a 6-month in and a 0-month in. There we go. They do make a different sound to normal cows. There you go. Now, something I was going to show. So, menu, top left. Ghost orbs. Oh, I think it's just little bits of just stuff flying around in the air, I think. Yeah, I think it's just pollen it's supposed to be. as far as I can tell. I haven't seen, people keep saying they're seeing things running through the grass. Yeah, those little white things, just bits of pollen, just leaves, whatever it might be. If I go L1 on my controller, it says switch hand tool. So whereas before you just go up or down on the D-pad, do some work, please. I'm trying to show off the map and all the features. If I just come on here and harvest a field, we can do a bit of that, that's fine. But it's not a let's play. This is showing off the new features of the game. We'll get onto it, don't worry. It's okay, we'll get there. Yeah, so rather than going up or down the D-pad, that does nothing. L1 and up on the D-pad. And look, you can now see the flashlight. So the flashlight's there. And you can put it away, which is very cool. Haven't got a chainsaw yet. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brian. It's very kind of you. Like I say, I apologise if I'm missing people's names. Neil Beresford loves nature. It's very cool. Thank you. Yeah, my hay fever would be awesome. Frame rate. I'm on PS5. I'm on console. I think I'm. What am I running at? Someone said it's streaming at 1440. I didn't realise it was. Anyway, removing trees is, as far as I was saying, I think I tried cutting down a couple. Oh yeah, contracts we have also got on here, which was contracts under. There we go. Under contracts now, we've got the deadwood contracts are back from Silverrun. You go out, cut down the deadwood trees, get paid for it. Fertilising, harvesting. This is so we were talking about this earlier. Sorry, Gogglepop, I got distracted. We no longer have the baling contracts that we used to have. Bale wrapping. I hadn't had one of these come up yet, but the baling contracts are separate. If you go to the field, the swaths are already there. They're on the field. Bale wrapping, I hadn't had one come up yet. So as far as I know with that, you go to the field, so you know what I'm going to do. Let's borrow items. Deadwood's on there. And then mowing is separate. So a mowing contract, you literally go to the field, you mow the field, and that's it. It's 100% contract done. You can't access it, you can't do anything with it. So the baling contracts of mowing and then baling, mowing and windrowing and baling, or tedding, sorry, and then delivering your bales. There's no delivery of bales anymore. That's gone. I don't know why. Rock breaking is on there. Rock removal, stone picking. So the rock removal is like it was on Silverrun. You get your rock breaker, you go out, you break your stuff, and you go. Yeah, and maybe that is more realistic. If you were contracted to go and mow someone's field, you would mow the field. I mean, that's, yeah. If you were contracted to go and bale a field for somebody, but the contracts where you had to provide. I miss the fact that it gave you an onward thing, that you were doing the whole process, mowing, baling, delivering. And if the contract was for X amount and you got to keep the others, that was great. I know people will have very, very strong feelings about that. So yeah, some people will love it, some people will hate it. I'm not a big fan. Visual and performance settings, I didn't notice any on the main menu. We will go back. Yeah, I personally, that's how I feel. I feel it's gone backwards from that. Stone picking, and then we've got the wood transport. Again, from Silverrun, you go out, pile of logs, load them onto a trailer, take them to the sawmill, deliver them. You get paid. Pretty straightforward. That's cool. I'm going to check out that actually, we'll do it now. That way we get to use a bit of equipment machinery. I know what I'm going to do. Let me just check on my map. I didn't really show the map menu, did I? So here's our map. Crop types, growth, soil composition, hotspots, farmland. That's the important one. So the farmland tells you what you own. And you can click on and you can see what each plot's worth. And you can buy it directly from there, which you could before. So there's no bouncing out of different menus. It's all done from the same menu, which is cool. And also what I like is it shows up on the fields now, on the map, really clearly where your contract field is. So it's not just the little flashing number in the middle. I like that. And also if you've got a delivery contract, it shows with the red circle where you've got to deliver it to as well. I like that a lot. Whether that will move over onto... what's the word? Modded maps or not, whether map makers will do that. But there's something else I want to show you on here, which is very cool. Let's do that. We have got our create job and we have got our active workers. So as we've previously, you can get a worker to take stuff and deliver it and drive things here and there and that kind of thing. from what I understand from Pharmacop, DJ, Jos, Mark, FarmSim guy, Jaden, who's done a bit of testing, the AI worker system for that isn't working particularly well. Don't know. Yeah. Yeah, AI worker on fields is phenomenal. I think it's incredible. Wood chip payments on some of them you don't get wood chips anymore, which is interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go back across here because if we go to the crop types menu, which is our main menu, what was going to show? Yes, if we click on a vehicle now, so whereas before you had the option to reset the vehicle, if I click on that, look at the options. You can enter the vehicle, reset the vehicle, sell the vehicle, set destination, or create job, all from this menu. All from here, which I think is brilliant. That, again, streamlined, made life so much easier. You reset it back to the reset point if you want to. That's very cool. Yeah, the trains do what they've always done. When they go off the map, you get kicked out of the train and it goes off to everything. Yeah, AI function, I just sort of showed that. You can set stuff off for karting. You can set a route. You can set a job, the same as you could before. For example, if I go down to create job, you've got your go-to, and you've got target position, the vehicle you've chosen. So it's the same as it was in FS22 for all of that. That AI system works exactly the same as it did before. I'm going to go up and I'm going to enter that vehicle. I know I don't normally tab, but we're tabbing, people. We're doing it. How do I get to play FS25? I've got it on console. I got early access. I think just from my years of playing the game, from services to farming simulator, I'm just part of the content creator early access partner program situation. It's what it is. I know, as it always is when this sort of thing happens, not everyone's happy about it. I have to say, I think the vehicles are crisper, cleaner, tidier, neater. Again, Corey, you're asking a question. I haven't tested. I can't have tested everything yet. I love the sound effect. I hope the sound effects are coming over. Yes, you can teleport, the same as you could before if you want to. You can still raise and lower, all the stuff I can do. I just think it's crisp, it's clean, it's tidy. I actually only want to see the big changes. What big changes are you talking about? Super strength is... I'm playing on console, on PS5. It's not... no, AI can't operate for baling. I did try that. That's one thing I did try. So, let's turn it on. You notice, when I turn on the header, when I turn on the machine, it doesn't drop the header automatically anymore. Turn it on, then drop the header. Now, unfortunately, it depends where you're joining the stream as well. If you're joining the stream, I might have already shown some of the bits you were hoping to see. Construction projects, again, that's a lengthy process. I showed already the constructions of putting... I'll show you putting a building down in a moment. It all runs as it should do. All our information is down the side. What we can do, let's see if we can get this to work. Right, so what we'll do now, let's go into the AI menu. If I hold down circle, so that's my AI worker settings. It shows me on the map it's set to do 2 headlands automatically. Width is set automatically, and I'm starting with the headlands first. Tony Parkinson, member for 2 months. The game is looking great. I think so. You're always going to get naysayers. You're always going to get doubters. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I love the new menus. I love the way it's done. It's not without its problems. I'm not happy about some of the contract things, but to be fair, it's pretty cool. So, what's I going to do? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tony. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again. I can't show all of the vehicles. I did show some already. Tony Parkinson, you legend, has just gifted 10 memberships. If you gain a membership to become Sealyp Plus, That's from Tony. Thank him massively. Thank you, Tony. You star. That's very cool. So that's my AI worker settings. That's fine. If I hit hire worker now, what it should do is work out where it is. It should do its 2 headlands, and then it will carry on. It will do the inside. There we go, and that will crack on. So the AI worker system, because it will do the headlands first, I have done a video on contracts, and on contracts what was very, I wish I was at the pub. I wish I could do this at the pub. That would be quite cool. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Thank you to everyone that's happy for me to have access. What is cool is when you get a bend, a curve in a field as well. Where are you going? The oh, it did this. This is very cool. It cuts the corner so that when it does its turn, it's got enough room so it doesn't go over itself. It's very intuitive, I have to say. It's very cool. Yeah, if the field's got a bend in it, it follows the bend of the field, the curve. It's brilliant. It is very, very, very cool. Yeah, it makes room for itself. It's yeah. So it backs up, and so it's not going off the boundaries. We shouldn't have problems with workers disappearing, and it will go off at an angle now. It will follow the angle of the field. It's just... Ugh. Right, as far as whether graphically it changes if you've got too many buildings equipment, again, this is first impressions. You notice up top right, it says contract bale wrapping field 45. I didn't mention that. When you say kind of contract, up at the top corner, it will show you your contract. It will show you where it is. So you haven't got to keep going in and out the menu. You can go straight to it. You can go. It's brilliant. It's very cool. Yeah. So this is first impressions, early access. I've had it like 24 hours. I've done a little bit. I've done a couple of map tours. I haven't had time to fill the map up with everything yet. I haven't had time to push it to the limits of what's possible yet. Maybe some people that'll be the first thing they would do. I haven't. I have to say, yeah, the AI system so far, I don't know as far as seeding and you know, cultivating and muck spreading and that kind of stuff, whether you'll get any overlaps or no overlaps, or I'm not too sure. But I have to say, from what I've tried so far, unfortunately the workers don't bail for you. We'll go over and we'll check out that contract in a minute. While the workers carry on with this, I'm going to jump back into this menu because people wanted to see about the vehicles and stuff. So let's go back up. So I can't. We'll quickly. I'm not going to talk about all of them. But that Deutzfahr, the Virtus is quite nice. The Same, they're very cool. I like them. Slot count's only 3,500. Come out that one. Medium tractors. There's no JCBs off the start. But I'm gonna preface this by saying that Giants were very clear that there are probably going to be a load of vehicles in a mod update from Giants at some point fairly soon, because they couldn't get all the vehicles in they wanted to because there were so many other things they wanted to get done. Slot count is 3,500 on console at the moment. If you set the baler to the working width of the combine, it should bail for you. That's a fairly good point, actually. Are there more electric vehicles? I mean, we've got the 70, we've got all these, the Valtra. So I'm not going to read them all. You can kind of have a glance through as we're going down, have a look. Then large tractors. I keep saying again, that 9S. Oh, slot counts aren't too high either. Steiger and the Xerion 12, very nice. Trucks, that Dragon is brilliant. We've got the International CV, the Transstar Eagle, which is lovely. These we've had before. That's new. That was in the mod section. Don't know why that's not shown as a mod. Oh no, it wasn't that one. It's this one. That was in the mod section, but that's disappeared. Don't know why. Electric. Slot count on FS25 for PS5 was 4,400. So we're down. Could I show AI helper go to or deliver missions? Again, we've got a lot of stuff. I can try and set one to go somewhere. I've got some vehicles and machinery out. Yeah, electric Volvo, which is pretty cool. Cars and bikes. Very cool. We've got Skoda. We've got an International Series 200. They're lovely. Like those a lot. Miscellaneous, pretty much standard. Wheel loaders, not a huge selection at the moment, but again, there should be more coming. Telehandlers, very cool with the 340 and the cargo. Both of those liftable cabs. Merlot is standard, like that. Front loader vehicles, only a couple at the moment. Skid steers, again, only a couple, but there'll be more to come. Same with forklifts, not a huge amount. Does console have keyboard and mouse support? I don't know. I haven't tried. There is used machinery. There you go. Used vehicles are still on there. Used machinery and equipment is still there. Let's go back up. So loaders. We've then got trailers. I mean, there's so much stuff. That's pretty cool. I do like the Annaberger system with all the various different bits on the back for the trailer for that. Like an IT runner type thing. The Brandt, is it Brandt? Yeah. The Brandt Beavertail trailer is pretty nice. I like that addition. That's pretty cool. Looks good. The menus are crisp and clean here as well. Like this. Joseph Peterson, thank you very much. Celebrate your first super on stream. Thank you, you absolute star. I don't know why I'm talking faster. I could stream for 6 hours if I want to. And if I stream for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, we'll get to look at a whole ton of stuff. Like I said earlier, I can't do all of it at the same time. It just can't be done. Has the vehicle leasing changed or is it the same? Same as far as I'm aware. Can workers do crop destruction? I don't think so. I think if you hire a worker, they don't... Because you hire an AI worker, it's not supposed to go over stuff anymore. Yeah. I know you're console, but do you know if you're still limited compared to PC? Limited with... Yeah, slot count, there's a limit. There will be a bale count limit. I haven't had a chance to test that yet. So, yeah. Flipping fields, yeah, you can buy a field and you can sell a field. Let's come out of there. Soil cultivation, equipment and machinery. The categories are all very different now. And then when you get to categories like, for example, forage harvesters, anything that requires consumables, the consumables are on the end as well, which is pretty cool. No. Console doesn't get easy dev controls, so as far as me making mod reviews, map tours, anything like that, any videos I do, it's going to be as it always has been. The process of setting up takes quite a long time. Korean Warrior Gaming gifted a membership and Ken Stauder received it. Thank you very much, Korean Warrior. Very cool. Can you buy the lease vehicle? I don't think so. It's the same as always has been. You lease, you return it. Sometimes if you lease and return, those vehicles will then appear in the used vehicle market. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes they do. So the worker's done its... Now it's working on the inside of the film. It's cracking on. It's doing its thing. Yeah, I mean, Giants could raise another slot count. They can do whatever they want. Of course they can. So that's doing its thing. What we're going to do, back into there. What was I looking at? Back up. Yeah, some of these are pretty cool. The new Agrifac light track, that's pretty cool. I like that. Obviously, there's that. Can't wait to use that. Very cool bit of kit. Like I said, the menus are nice. As far as harvesters go, who's asking about harvesters? And like I said, they're probably more added. These ones have got the option for, we can adjust the backs on these so you can raise and lower it for hill work, for hill climbs. I was hoping for photo mode as well. I'll be honest, I really wanted it. The AF11's there, the CR11's there, Lexion 8000 series, 6900 series, X9, S7, there's a whole lot of stuff. The models, I have to say, it does all look crispy. There's not, I have to say, the slot counts aren't horrendous. If you remember back in the day when John Deere's, for some reason, were always stupidly high, they're not anymore. It's not really a thing. Special crop options, and we've got our, obviously, spinach harvester, green bean, pea harvester, all this new stuff. Thank you very much, Chris Calvat. It's very kind of you. You star. Oh, did I leave it on from before? I'm so sorry. I keep turning it on and off. I think the menus look way better. I really, really do. Can I show how the productions work? Again, that's a bit more of a deep dive for a first look at stuff. That's interesting, how it's decided to split that up. Anyway, let's switch to another vehicle. So this was what I got for the bale wrapping task. Oh, let me show you this. This is cool as well. The Deutzfahr. When we were at Deutzfahr FarmCon 23, they had this metallic green. And I said, oh, I wish you could get that in game. You can now. Look at that. Let's put that away. It does look great. I do like that a lot. Electric Volvo. I've got that here. There's going to be more stuff. The workers aren't useless at all. That will carry on. I guarantee we go back, that field will be done. They're not useless at all. It hasn't gone off the map at all. Start this up. There you go, lights are on. I love it. And what I also noticed when I was doing a contract yesterday for my contracts video, the noise of the trailer as I was going across the field, it was bumping, you were getting the clanking and the banging and the bouncing. It's just incredibly good. Can I get rid of the HUD? No, not on console. There's no. You can reduce the size of it, but you can't remove it. Like I say, PC, there's all sorts of options for that. You've been able to over the years, but unfortunately we can't. Let's grab this. So if we come over to the side, the beacons, I've got that turned on, haven't I? Yeah. Reflective beacons. This isn't a map tour either. I've done a map tour on this. I've done a map tour on Hutan Pantai. So I know a couple of people asked earlier, can you show us the whole map? Lights on top not working, same as 22. What's different about them? I'm not on a PS5 Pro. I'm on a standard PS5. I haven't had it running at 120. I've had it running at 60. No hazards. There's no option for hazard lights. Same as it was before for our beacons on and off. I haven't tried the side panel. I don't think it'll work. Do you have to charge the electric vehicle? Yes, you do have to charge it. Same as it was before. There are charging places you can put. Right, let's go in. Right, game settings. So we've got our settings here that come all the way down. There is no option in here for hiding the HUD. I showed these at the start. And there's not off the main menu. We can reduce the size of the HUD in the main menu under general as well. We've got our volumes for our GUI, our game volumes and masters, wood harvesting, automatic cut, switch to trains, engine speed, gear shift mode, all that stuff. Vehicle arm sensitivity, all of those. Nothing to remove HUD on console. Not in the main menu either, I don't think. I need to open that menu because I've got to work out whereabouts am I going to. Field 45. Remember what I said? Contract, top right, bale wrapping, field 45. I haven't had a bale wrapping contract to do yet. No, I don't think it's to do with the software driver. Somebody said that Sony had closed off the port access for the side panel. So it didn't matter what happened. But what I couldn't understand was how it worked on PS4 and it worked on the PS4 version on PS5, but wouldn't work on the PS5 version. And I don't think that would have changed anyway. So I need to go back to my map because where was the field? Field 45. Oh, we can use the ferry. Should we use the ferry? Let's do that. I can show you the ferry while we're here. Yeah, I don't know why they closed the port off. It's that thing of it's not ours, therefore you can't do it. NPC interaction. I can show an NPC interaction. Yeah, we can do that as well. What time is it? We've been streaming for 1 hour 30. Oh, we've barely scratched the surface. There's so much more to do, so much more to look at. Can you get visible damage? Not really, not that I've noticed. Oh, right. So, if you come and the ferry's the other side, you have got an option this side here to start ferry. What that should do, close the barrier, bring the ferry over, we can load up and we can cross over on the ferry. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about it was the PS4, the side panel was never supposed to work on console, but it did. And again, it's that thing of it got stopped. And it's that thing of why do you care? Why, Sony's such a massive company, why do they care for the few people that are using a side panel that shouldn't be able to? It boggles my mind. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, top right, it shows you the contracts you've taken on, 3 maximum, tells you the field they're on, so you haven't got to necessarily keep checking the map. Once you get used to where the fields are on the map, you'll be fine. That barrier should open now. Oh, should go back into third person, shouldn't I? Do you hear that on the gravel? Oh! No, it's not course play the same as on PC. The course play is a very sort of, not basic, but set thing. Start ferry. Yeah, sound effects are pretty cool. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? They're not getting anything out of people using it. So why should people have it if we're not making money? Blah, you know. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get some JCB stuff. There's going to be more stuff added. I know they don't necessarily struggle. I think it's more in wet conditions. In wet conditions on very rutted fields, when you're stuck in a rut, you feel it. You feel it struggling to turn out of it. Now, until that barrier opens, I can't drive. It won't let me. Now the barrier's open, it will let me go. Very cool. Yeah, those chip thieves, those seagulls. Tornadoes you can enable or disable. I don't know if it still goes across the map, but you can definitely disable the damage it causes. Whoa. Sorry, old chap. No, I'm not on my way to church. This is... I always... Okay, there we go. So look. So this is bale wrapping. Field's already done. So the baling now, you've either got a bale and the field's already swathed. Bale wrapping, it's already done. I've just got to wrap the bales. And once I've wrapped those, I don't take them anywhere. It just ends. This is the one bit I'm very disappointed by. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's a bit weird. No, we were talking about the contract thing earlier in the stream. They've changed it all. If we go into this menu here, we come to contracts, they're separate. Baling contracts are separate to mowing contracts. This is a bale wrapping contract. The contract of old, where you went and you mowed, you baled, wrapped, tedded, took the bales and delivered them, they're gone. I'm gutted. The rest of it all seems okay. Harvesting, you still take it and you deliver it, because it says there, selling station, grain mill, so you still take it and deliver it, that's fair. Like I said this earlier, some people will prefer that. Some people won't. I'm in the camp that's not a big fan of it. That's just me personally. Turn on automatic drop. There we go. So I don't have to do that again. So top right should tell me how much I'm through the contract. It's saying 7% complete. It's an interesting one. It's yeah. Yeah, a curiosity. No, you won't get extra bales anymore. In cab, neat, tidy, crisp. All of them, I think they look fantastic. So I did notice yesterday there appeared to be a little bit of flickering. There's no hands on the steering wheel. I think that was done for dramatic effect. Coloured wraps. Now this is a baling contract. Let's grab that one. So because this is a baling contract, we have got Rani wrap. If we go into our not that one, not that one. What menu do I want? That one. If we go to our balers, you'll see our consumables on the end. So our wraps, when you pick your baler, you can pick your wrap as well. And the Rani wrap comes in amounts of pallets, and then you can change your wrap black, green, nature green, white. So there are wrap colours. This is a baling contract. So I'm streaming. I've been streaming for 1 hour 36 so far. Now I don't understand. This is curious. Bale wrapping, field 45. We're on field 45 and it's flashing. That's saying Field 45, 28% complete. If I come into this menu here, if we go up to the top and go across one to our active, that says round bale, wrap some bales using a bale wrapper. I wonder if this is broken. Unless this suddenly jumps up to 100%, I've only got one bale left. There should have been more bales in this field, surely. They all rolled down the hill into a ditch or something? Because by my reckoning, unless there's multiple fields, but it said field 45. Dunno. 3 contracts is the maximum, yes. This contract is nerfed. Let me just check in the ditch. That's not good. There's no bales in here. That's all the bales on the field. Unless the others aren't shown for some reason. We are on field 45. That's all the bales that I can see. How bizarre. It just says wrap them. Surely there should have been more at the top of the field here. Oh, we may have found a problem. Oh, hang on. Look. What the... Let's turn off automatic drop. How and why has that bale ended up over there? Oh, I've got to look everywhere now. They could be all over the place. That doesn't make sense. That's weird. That we need to add that to the list. Let's unload that one. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, rolled uphill that one. Anti-gravity bale. I haven't sped ahead to a tornado yet. I might do. There's just, like I say, there's so much to show and see and do. I'm just going to see if I can see any other bales. This is very weird. I've done 2 or 3 contracts now, and I haven't had a problem. And of course, I start streaming. Let's show silage wrapping. No. Don't know then. That's really, really weird. Remember when contracts were an issue when FS25 released? Find the bales. Oh, that's what I was going to say as well. I meant to mention that. We may have to give up on this one. Let's stop that there. Hop out. We go back to our menu there and go back across to new. You notice they've got time limits. Next to it, it says 9:54, 49:05. When that time runs out, those bales, they disappear. Can you see later if rain hits windscreens? I don't think it does. I'm sure that was in one of the vlog posts someone asked about that. Silage works the same way it always has done. You make your silage either with silage bales or you do a silage clamp. That's as it always has been. What else was I going to show? Steering sensitivity, you've got the option to change all that in the game menu settings, so you can tailor that to yourself. What I did, I took a screenshot from my FS22 settings screen, and then when I loaded up FS25, I just matched my settings, and it seems to be exactly the same. The trees, I have to say, when you get up close to them as well, the detail on the bark, let's go into that mode, they look brilliant. They really, really do. They look like they've got depth. I mean, I'm just wondering if there's any bales down here in the river. It's very odd, that contract. So I'm going to fail that contract and then get charged as well. Need to feed that back. Right, someone wanted to know about the... what do they want to know about? Let's jump back to... oh, this was what I want to show. This is cool, look. So this is the Fent. We saw the Sennebergen. The grass looks more alive. It's very cool. I do like this a lot. It sounds good too. I think the sounds on the vehicles are so much better. Do you have cameras on the tools? No. Let's go into the menu. Let's go down to... So I can show that off as well in a moment. Let's grab ourselves a chainsaw. Doesn't matter which one. Thank you. So not up or down on the D-pad anymore. L1, switch hand tools, and there we go. It sounds a bit weak, I'm not going to lie. Let's turn it on. And then putting it away, L1, up on the D-pad, we can put it away again. Let me just drive this because it sounds great. I don't think the monitors work when you're doing GPS. If you're going to take out tree stumps, you still need a stump grinder. Interior of this one as well. Oh! Ooh! It says 63. I think that's, for some reason, that's showing kilometers per hour. I've got it on miles per hour, and it doesn't go up to 63. That's for certain. This is lovely. I do like this. Right, someone asked about... Let me just try a shed. Something about there. Let's go into this mode here. Let's go to... was it under sheds? I can't remember which shed it was I tried originally. I need a small shed. Nothing crazy. So I'm sure one of the ones I picked had a little shelf on the in the shed. Maybe it was under others. We can try one, doesn't matter. Let's try this one, for example. No options on this one for... Oh, maybe it's not. We might have to try a couple. Oh no, this one hasn't got a... Which one was it? I tried one the other day, yesterday, and it had a bench in it. I'm gonna keep trying sheds until we find one with the bench in it. Just so I can show you putting the hand tools down, because it's very cool. Oh! Maybe it's under others. This always happens. At least when you're doing a video, you haven't got to worry. High-speed steering, again, that comes down to how you got your steering sensitivity. You go into your options and you change all those settings. There is sort of mud when it rains. No, this isn't. This is a PS5. I'm on PS5 console boxed edition. It has had an update from Sony. And yesterday, the government subsidy sign by Realismus Modding was in the mod hub, so I installed it. Today, it's disappeared from the mod hub. Whether it'll be there on release day, I don't know or not. So I've put money in using the government subsidy sign. So I'm playing on console. It will be coming. I'm on Riverbend Springs, the American one. Landscaping tools is exactly the same. That hasn't changed. Skoda is added. Yep. Destruction of building, no, but there is when the tornadoes come through, there is supposed to be some destruction on some buildings. Right, people were asking about these. So let's go down to a constructible. So constructible buildings, houses, barns. I have done a video on these, but if I place this for £1,000, it does that. It gives you a building site. And then what you do is you bring... Frame rate, I'm running at 60, I think I've been running at. I haven't had an issue, I don't think. I haven't had it up to 120, I don't think. I'm on PS5 standard, not PS5 Pro. Yeah, so when you come over to here, bottom right, it should say, there you go, what's required, wood beams, planks, long and planks. So you bring the certain things over and it will gradually start to build your building. So there are farmhouses, there are a couple of barns. I'll show some ploughing in a minute. Yeah, there are... Well, they call them twisters, but, you know... Anyway. No, there's no frame... I'm on console. It's not... yeah. I can't adjust anything like that. So, yeah, that's build mode. If we go back into here... And I showed this a little while ago. If we go to... What was it under? Under here and others. If we come down to the bottom under others as well, we've got some decorative barns. you can do the same thing. I can pick one of those. Why is that not going up? There we go. Let's pick one of those. So if I put that down, that does the same thing. So it puts an area, and you can build a barn, decorative as well. Bottom right tells you what you got to bring, which is cool. I like that. Jim's building, you just pressed a button and it built it. I prefer this version where over a period of time you're bringing products and you see it build. I like that. Jim's animations are very cool, don't get me wrong, and that was a very cool thing. I think that was what led on to doing something like this. This is very cool. What I'm going to do, let me just show you something. If you haven't watched the map tour yet, there are 2 map tours I've done, one on here, one on Hutan Pantai. If we jump to, I've got a vehicle there, jump to the warehouse and we go to visit. That's one of the forklifts. So if you come to the warehouse, there's a warehouse on each map. I can click on the warehouse and you can buy products. So if you don't want to run productions but you do want to build the buildings, again, I mean, I would rather do the productions, but that's up to you. And there's all sorts of stuff, cement barrels and all sorts of things. So depending on whatever it's asking for, whatever productions, you can come and buy them. You can buy them in multiples as well, which obviously then puts the price up. Let's say I wanted some planks for one of the buildings or several buildings or whatever it might be. Let's say wood beams. If I buy those, it will then put them in the collection bay for collection. So we've got that as an option if you want to. Yeah, so now you're paying to build the building. Why would you? If you're going to do that, just buy a farmhouse. The whole point about building a building is to do the productions, to get the things you need, you know, I don't know. Is it more sim or gamey? I have to say, when you're doing stuff, when you're using the AI worker, when you're using the GPS, when you're on the fields and stuff, I think it feels more sim. I don't think it feels gamey at all. I think the graphics are crisper, cleaner, tidier, neater. I'm not playing before others. There are, I would say at this moment, hundreds of people, maybe not hundreds, but a lot of people streaming this live at the moment. There are probably 20-30 people that have already got tons of videos up already, because certain content creators, and if you're part of the partner program, got early access. That's just how it works. The game is worthless without mods. Not at all. I've never heard anything like it in my life. No, it's not worthless at all. You could play this for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours without ever using a mod. There's all sorts of stuff. Yeah, there's tons and tons of stuff. I just showed the construction stuff. Dutch Gaming Masters, member for 1 month. You're here for the fun work. Thank you very much, mate, for being a member. That's cool. Thank you to everyone that's joining us. Right. The problem is I'm repeating myself and going over and over the same things, because if you're just joining now, there's stuff that I showed earlier in the stream. I'm going to keep streaming, of course I am, because there's more stuff I want to show and more in the menus. Hello from Saskatchewan. How cool is that? Thank you to everyone that's joining me. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Whether you're watching for the first time, whether you're new to the channel, think about liking and subscribing. Actually, there's something I need to do at this point, which I haven't done yet. Gportal are sponsoring the stream. Gportal have got their access to, and if I can find it, I'm going to put it up on the screen if I remember how to do this. Boom, there we go. So, actually what I'm going to do is, just going to turn my camera off. I can't remember if I've got that set. Doesn't matter. Let's move that out of the way. Oh no. There we go. Let's move that just down to there. Off screen a bit. So, if you are looking at getting a Gportal server or thinking about a server for running the game, which is a brilliant way of doing it, they are doing pre-orders for FS25 servers. If you're on FS22 servers, you can do FS22 servers as well. There is a link in the description that gives you a discount. If you use my discount code, you can get a discount. There are different days, different amounts, different slot counts. You can tailor it. You can split it between different games. It's actually very, very cool. Their support is 24/7. They're very, very helpful. If you speak to any of the guys in my Discord and my mods, my admins, those are the guys that run the servers on my Discord channel. They set the stuff up. They work with Gportal doing all that. they're a very, very good server provider if you're thinking about doing that. The other one I was going to show, I've got to make sure I go the right way on the screen, is this one here. So benefits for doing this as well, whether it's a 22 or 25, backup storage space is there, 50 gigabytes, and that backs up constantly, something I don't do as often. So if you have a game crash or something goes wrong, there will be a stored, saved backup on the system you can go back to. They've got the latest hardware for running. I don't think we really have any server problems at all. 24/7 support, which is absolutely brilliant. They have a ticket system and they're pretty good at responding. They're very helpful. You've got very good protection for defense of all of your gear, so no one can access what you've got on there. They are the official host of Giant Software. Your server can be available in under 3 minutes. When you log on, when you sign up, and setting up is quick, straightforward and easy. Crossplay is available, so you set it up on PC, but then you access it from wherever. So crossplay for PC, Xbox and PlayStation. And the cool thing about that being, let's just take that back off again. If I minimise that, go that back off. There we go. Put my thing back up again. Back up there. Do that. There we go. Cool. David Smith, member for 2 months. Thank you very much, mate. Very, very cool. If you do want to pre-order, there is a link in the description for that. There's also a retail forwarding link. If you want to use the partner code MrSealyp, all caps, that'd be fantastic. Helps me on the partner program, helps the channel. It's absolutely fantastic. That would be legendary if you can. Yeah, so for the Gportal stuff as well, it just works really well, and what I found is when I've done some multiplayer stuff, we did what map was it, Ballum Road, Tom Pemberton's map, and all the guys off my Discord, my admins and mods, joined me on that. That was really cool, and we got to set that up and run that on there. They got to set it up, I accessed it and ran it. But what it means is if you're playing, say, some on Xbox, some on PC, some on PlayStation, if I'm on PlayStation, it's limited because I'm hosting on my PlayStation. If you're hosting from a server, the server is hosting and you'll access the server. It's a much better, more straightforward and streamlined way of doing it. So if you're thinking about it, there is a link in the description. Gportal all the way, ladies and gents. Anyway, slot count on PlayStation is 3,500. It is down from 4,400. So it is down a bit. I'm playing on controller, not with the wheel at the moment. I'm on PlayStation 5 playing on my controller. Do buildings and terrain that you place on the show on the map now? I don't think so. Yeah, yellow school bus is very cool. And you haven't seen it yet, but if you're driving a slow moving vehicle, I think I showed it on one of the map tours, vehicles overtake you now. They don't come up behind you and toot, they overtake. They go past you, which is absolutely mad. There is wood chips in game. Yep. Well, I say wood chips in game. You've always been able to chip wood. You cut down trees, you wood chip them. That's always been a thing. That contract on Field 45 is really annoying me. Asset slot counts are, I would say, probably about the same. We were told with all the improvements and stuff, they would be significantly lower, but slot counts seem to be about the same. It is rude when someone toots at you. You absolutely will. Is there going to be proper wheel support? I don't know. That would be something Giants would have to confirm. I haven't been told yes or no on that, so I'm just checking my Elgato because it looked like my Elgato volume had dropped, but it hasn't. It's just because it's the ambient sound in the background. Will you get a ticket for passing a school bus? No, you won't. Xbox controllers don't have the haptic feedback that PS controllers have. Yeah, there's nothing. Like I said, just a little bit of a rumble. If you go over a curb or a bump or down into a ditch, or I just thought that would be very, very cool. Let me jump. It's easy if I jump vehicles. Let's jump to here. We had a look at those. What was I going to do now? Oh yeah, let's come out of there. Back to that. Let's pick out. I mean, to be fair, the pens have appeared, which you would expect the pens to be there. Yeah, so the buildable log cabin, that's on there, as is the one for the shed. So it's selling you the buildable log cabin. You can sell them directly from the menu here if you want to. You don't have to go to them to do them. If I click on that one, and we're going to reset it. Cool. Let's jump back to it. There we go, we'll get to it in a minute. I'm going to grab a plough, because I wanted to show ploughing, and we'll go and see how that harvester got on. Yeah, the building's not there yet. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. No, I don't think it will. I think it stays the same as it was. On console, you won't be able to download as many. Right, as far as the amount of space you've got in the mod hub. The space is a little bit more than it was in FS22. I wrote it down on FS22. I mean, it might have been different for me. On PS5, 8,186.1. No, sorry, 8,150.12 megabytes of download space. I never got even close to that on console. So that was the space available in the mod hub for downloading mods. On here, it's 8,186.13 is what I had. So there's more than enough space for downloading of mods. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Are there map objectives? Wonky physics. We have the Volvo excavator. Actually, yeah, same about excavators. Where was... Oh, I didn't put that shed in, did I, in the end? Under excavators, we've got the 2 Volvos. They're standard. But what we've got under miscellaneous... Where was that? We've got a very, very cool one. Have I just missed it? Oh, miscellaneous there. Look at this thing. Oh, that's a proper beastie, that, isn't it? Look at it. How cool is that? Can you turn off the cost for terraforming? Nope. Don't think so. Yeah, I'm playing on console. If you're talking about PC, if you've got a mod folder, PC is completely different to console. On console, we can only use mods from the mod hub. We can't use them from external sites or sources. So whatever your mod storage is on PC, that's different to console. I'm playing on this. Yeah, that's very cool. Like that. Anywho, coming out of there, I was trying to find that shed, wasn't I? What I was also going to get was, let's find a plough. I want to show the ploughing because that just looks awesome. Where's our field work? Grassland. I'll find it in a minute. There we go. Ploughs. Let's go for the largest one we can do. No options. Standard. Packomat. Oh, no, we'll go with standard. Don't want to mess about with that. Let's grab that. We'll take that to the field and we'll show the ploughing. There is... Yeah, fog you can't turn off. Fog's there in the morning. Fog's in low-lying areas. It burns off after a while. Different times of the year it will be there, but it's not always there. It's like in real life. Sometimes you get low-lying fog and it will go. It's not there all the time. The problem was, I think a lot of us, when we got access, when we did the preview event, and when I know DJ and Cop both went to PAX West, was it? There was only very certain things they were allowed to look at and certain times of day. I haven't tried a tornado yet. Again, you have to remember, the embargo lifted at midday. I've only had this for 24 hours to kind of familiarise myself with the menus, the sort of some of the gameplay physics and mechanics. I have not had a chance to test. This is first impressions, first look, not really a full deep dive into the game. Don't worry, we'll be alright with this. You'll still get the feeling of it. You can knock signs over, I've done that a few times. So what you'll find on the field, for the person that said earlier on, the AI workers are obviously still broken, I did say it did the job. It did the outsides, did the headlands, did the insides. No bother at all. Didn't struggle, didn't stress, got on with it. I'm very impressed with the AI worker system. Right. Yeah, the swathing pack is the MacDom pack, which is available if you pre-order. If you don't pre-order, that will be, I assume, a DLC at release. There's no in-game swathers at the moment. So the swathing is just that. Now, the other thing I was going to check, because I haven't checked yet. Right, do the pipe. I'm pretty sure on FS22 you have to have the engine running to unload. I don't think that's the case anymore, but I'll double check that in a minute. Have we got slots on? Yes, we have 3,500 slots available, and slot counts seem to be about the same as what they were in 22. Tyre deformation looks brilliant, and it's difficult to tell, especially because I'm streaming through to something else and I'm talking at the same time. Oh, I don't know why I turned Ninja off. Let's unfold that. love how slow that is unfolding. Yeah, when you go over gravel, you get this. You get the sound of the gravel. I just caught the tyre on the back of the thing there. That was me. Yeah, there is a little bit of tyre deformation. You can see a little bit of a ridge there from the harvesting. Really? Okay. And this is what I was talking about. You've got the gold partners have had the game for since Tuesday. So they've been able to deep dive onto tons and tons of stuff and do a load of prep and practice. I haven't had it that long. Let's drop it down. You notice it's already leaning. That feels heavy. It feels like it's really pulling. I probably haven't got the horsepower for on this side. Ah, that's interesting. I did wonder what the situation would be. Look at that. Look at the depth of that end bit. Look at it. All those stones are sitting on top. Game volume up a bit. I can try, yeah. Is that any better? Can you show the PS5 storage we have to download mods to? There aren't any mods to download. I showed it at the start. What? Okay. I'm just showing the plan, whether you hate playing or not. I'm just showing the fact that people were talking about the ground deformation, and I think the starkest, most obvious view of that is looking at it. Look at the depth. That's proper depth. That's not just a look at it, it's a kind of a visual. That's proper depth. So what should happen if we come back the other way, we can get one tyre in it and one tyre out of it. And you should see the drop down. There you go, look. Drop down into that trench. It has actual depth. That's really cool. That is very cool. Right, let's disconnect the plough. See that? See the mud flaking off the tyres as well. When I hit that first bump, mud came off the tyres. Look. It's very good. It's very good. That's the first ploughing I've done. I hadn't done it to that point. Lights work absolutely fine. Weirdly, I mean, look, they're very bright. It's when you've got a little bit of fog that the lights really, pardon the pun, when the lights really shine. Of course they really shine, you know what I mean? They do work very well. Where was my trailer? Is it over here? Yeah. I knew I had one. Take care, Carlos. Look after yourself. The track stays there for a while. I think after, because I'm sure they said, Mr. Marcel and some other guys said in one of the chats that it lasts quite a while. But obviously they can't stay everywhere across an entire map because I could be wrong on this, but I'm sure. I know you do have to have the engine started. I could have sworn. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Yeah, do still have to have the engine started. Doesn't hurt to check. How dark does it get in game at night? We can have a look in a minute. No, bright's not good in fog because it bounced back off fog. But what I'm saying is you can see the light. You notice as well, top right, we're unloading from the harvester, but it's showing us how much the Farm Tech trailer's got in it. See that? So my harvester's empty, but it's showing what I'm unloading into it, so you know when you're getting close to full. Yeah, you should. If you're going to run an auger, you need the engine running. Of course you do. Anyway. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm just saying that's the situation. The mud on the vehicles looks... I mean, that looks like actual mud splatter, doesn't it? We've got actual mud splatter. Look at that! Right, someone asked... we'll skip ahead to the night. See if we can get some rain, maybe. Let's go and talk to... someone asked about the NPCs. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, cars will overtake you if you're driving slow. I think there is so much to it. So let's start a conversation.
Acquiring some land, aren't you, kiddo? Did I tell you that you can use a plow to increase the size of fields? You can even combine them that way. Might want to keep that in mind. Great to see the farm grow.
So then we can then go through and ask if you can help with something. Who can help me? I think we talk about Ben. You can just chat about general stuff, and you can work through it. And the menus are quite extensive for each of the workers. Yeah, the problem is I found when he's talking like this, he's very quiet anyway. It's weird. It's because I'm streaming, because I've got my mic on, so the game is coming out and you're getting part on the mic, part through the Elgato. When you're playing it, it won't sound like that. It won't sound like... Honest. Schultz Modding's in the house. Thank you, everyone, if you're still here. Like I say, I haven't been reading names out and thanking everyone for being here and everyone that's joined in. It's absolutely awesome. If you're still in here, if you've been in for a while, smash the like button. That'd be awesome. I'm going to be on for a while. What we're up to now? 2 hours and 8 minutes. I've still got to have a look a little bit on Hutan Pantai, show some of the other menus. If I go... Let's try that.
Here's what you can help your fellow farmers with if you like.
Oh, there we go. So we can run through the menus, as you see. Precision farming, there's no precision farming as of release. So nothing in here for precision farming. Something else I was going to try that I haven't tried yet. I'm going to plough those two fields together. The problem is the plough's not particularly great. And then see, because there's been all this talk about the AI system and the mapping of fields, and how well does it work if you join two fields together? Will it automatically work it out? Oh, the thing we want to do. Actually, can I speed up? Oh, I can. If I go into the menu here, we can go to, is it general settings or this one? Gotta remember which menu it was in. Why is it not letting me go through? Oh, there we go. Let's do that and that. Speed up time. No, it's nothing. No, there's no embargo. The embargo is lifted, so we can show whatever's in the game. I do like the clouds going by, and you do get those shadows moving across. I know we've got time sped up quite high. Someone was asking about how dark it got at night, and we can have a look at the lights as well. So there is still ground deformation, even though we've got stubble in the ground, which is cool. Yeah, save slots I think is still 10. Yeah, look at that. That lighting is crisp. There we go. Allow create fields. No, precision farming was done in conjunction with John Deere. So I think it's whether or not John Deere are doing the same thing again. I'm not sure they are. Wow, look at the depth of the ruts in that. That's some weight on that. What are we up to now? 10 o'clock at night? Well, it's not too bad. There's a little bit of light. But I'd say the lights on the tractors are pretty good. Manure and slurry system, I haven't... Like I say, this is first impressions. The vehicles do... When that's pulling that plough, that feels heavy. Oh, here we go. Let's turn that back. Oh, look at the splashes on the ground. Sorry, Ron. I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to stream. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. It's a tricky thing to do. There are hundreds and hundreds of comments. What was your comment? Alright, okay, it's in the same if you go into build mode. I showed it earlier on the stream, but if you go into build mode, all the stuff is in this menu here. Whether it's fences, animal pens, factories, and if you go up to the top, you've got the various different menus for all the various different things. It's just a different layout now. I have done a video on this that's going to be posting later on. So if you can see, look at the wet on the tyres. Excuse me. Haven't tried in the building yet, but I have to say, might you? Why? Oh, they are going. Yeah, there's no raindrops stop on the windows. That was something someone asked. Does look pretty good, I have to say. I'm very impressed with the look of it. It's much more realistic. I love it. I think it's very cool. Thank you very much. Right. That mud actually looks wet as well. Look at the. It looks wet in the lights. Wow, that's crazy. How is this going to affect it driving through wet mud? So this is what I'm saying. Know that there is you've got a customization menu for your character. Let's drive across this wet field. Can't tell any potential wheel slip. You can see the bumps though, and that does seem to be struggling to pull. I wouldn't say I'm stuck necessarily, but wow. KMBLT, welcome to MeSealyp Plus. Thank you for becoming a member, you star. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Cheers. I feel like I'm getting bogged down now. I don't want to get wound up or annoyed. I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to appease everyone in the chat. I'm trying to show everything. People are asking me questions about things that are going to require hours and hours and hours of testing. A lot more time than I've had on the game. So there will be more to come. There will be more videos. There'll be more to show. But as it stands at the moment, I just haven't had the hours on it to be able to test some of the things people are asking for. Yeah, that feels heavy. Oh, yeah, natty suit. Do you like it? Ploughing at night is very suspicious. You are correct. But again, the depth of that. Wow. So what I want to do now is once I've done the other run the way back, we'll have a look and see. Maybe the tyres were slipping. It's difficult to tell because we're in the... Maybe. It feels like it's struggling. I'm not going to lie. It does feel like it's struggling. And now trying to get out of the field at the end, I'm struggling to get out of here. Oh, you see that? We're slipping. Oh, my days. Look at that. Ho, 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 ho. What the? That's so cool. I wasn't sure how it was going to look, how it was going to work, but that tells me all I need to know. That wet, slippery when wet, I believe, is the. So now I've got to go the other way, whilst partly in a ditch. This is struggling. This has added a whole nother dynamic to this. Yeah, we're struggling to pull this in the wet. Oh. This is incredible. We looked at animals earlier on a little bit. Again, it's not a deep dive into the animals. We're just looking at a few different things. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to jump ahead because, again, I want to get to daylight if we can. Let's go back to that. Try and get through to daylight. And then what I want to do is get something out, a cultivator, and see if we can... if in changing the field from one field, from two fields to one field, will it Will the game auto... This is really struggling to pull this. It wasn't too bad before, but once the ground got a bit wet... Thank you, Chris Conroy, for becoming a CDP Plus, for becoming a member. You are a star. Thank you very much, legend. Turn that off. Cool. That's bonkers. I mean, properly bonkers. Right, let's fold that back up. Yeah, so what I want to do now is try and hire a worker and look at the hire worker screen and see if it's now taken in the entire field, because that's what it's supposed to do. Right, daylight. Let's get that back to... There we go. Right. It's dried up a bit now, but you can see the ruts. I mean, it just... I know we've seen... Look at how messy we've made it down in this bottom corner. Actually, you're probably right. Let's see if I can get the worker to... how will the worker cope with this? I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm not here to brake test it, but we'll try. Right, so if we go into... Hold that. Oh, it has. Look. So it has just, it's completely reconfigured. So it's taken the two fields, I've ploughed them together. It's now allowed for that. No, there's no wet on the windscreen. But it has allowed for that switchover. It's now showing that as one big field, although it's still showing on the map as being two separate. Yeah, there's a bit of a wiggle at the top. Don't worry about that. But it's also allowed for on automatic with the plough and the turning. Are we going to do up and down first or headlands first? Should be up and down first, shouldn't it really? So what I'm assuming is if I hire the worker now, it's going to try and go to the middle of the field, I think. Let's try. Are we going to do anything? There we go. So I've hired a worker. This is not me now. The worker's going to try and work this out. It's going up and down, then should do the headlands. I mean, that's how you should do it, I suppose. That way you're not driving over and backwards, over and over and over the stuff you've already done. I'm not sure how it's going to work this out. Because I've already done part of the field, it's probably not the best, but I don't know where it's going. We'll see. What we'll do when we've done this, we went through the night. The basis, equipment and placeables are a letdown. Really? Why? 3 years for less stuff. Overall, what's been added is way, way, way more. There's more to come. Giants have got some equipment and machinery they need to put in. This probably is not the piece of equipment for this, but... Okay. So from our AI screen, if I hold that down... Oh, it's because I'm not in the vehicle. So it's going to do the middle section first. Yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah. There's going to be some more coming, I think, with regard to vehicles, machinery and equipment. I think as sort of a mod download from Giants, because there was stuff they didn't get a chance to get in because there were so many other things they wanted to sort out. Well, that's turning the plough, doing everything it should do. So let's do the middle sections first, then do the outside. So it's doing what it should do. Right. They've been quiet on forestry. I wouldn't say necessarily. Let's go to forestry. Like I said, there's more equipment and machinery to come because they've got more to add in. But under forestry, we've got the John Deere, we've got the Komatsu, so we've only got one harvester, and the Hannibal. There's more of the Platinum expansion stuff has been added in. So we've got the Fanzelt, the 848 skidder, Bison forwarder, Rotner forwarder, couple of excavators, the various different tools for those, wood transports including the new stuff. Wood chippers is a bit light, but like I said, there is more stuff to come. Under miscellaneous, we've got the Volvo, the Fanzelt, and that big Senebogen hybrid. We've got our winch systems, so again from the Platinum expansion we've got winch stuff. I mean, there's everything you need to do forestry. The thing is, you've got to remember as well, people tend to, I mean, this is a generalisation, People will look at FS22 now and say Giants have taken tons of stuff away. That's 3 years of development, DLCs, all the stuff that's come into it. Plus mods, don't get me wrong, yeah, the modders make a massive difference to the game. I'm by no means saying that Giants have got it all nailed, of course not. When people said earlier in the chat, the game's absolute rubbish until modders get hold of it, no, that's not true. The game is absolutely fine, there's nothing wrong with the game. You can play it as it is, it will run as it is. That's interesting. Oh, I was going to say, what's happened there? Yeah, so it's the worker's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Not having a problem, loving it. Oh, excuse me, 2K21 member for 2 months. Yeah, unsure about new contracts. I feel the same way. I absolutely do. No, excavators, you can't dig the ground with an excavator. If it drives over, depending on the vehicle, depending on the tracks, depending on the compaction, how you spread your compaction will depend very heavily again, pardon the pun, on how much deformation there will be. The heavier the vehicle, the more weight that's put down, unless you can disperse that weight, you'll get the ground deformation. And as we saw when we were doing the ploughing, wow, I mean, next level. Lewis Pribble has gifted 1 MrSealyp membership to, is it Rilke? Rilke has just received a membership from Lewis. Thank you very much, Lewis. You are an absolute star. Thank you. That's very cool. Make sure I turn it off this time. I didn't last time and it left it up for ages. Can you manure on the field? I can. Is there a reason you want me to? Just to show off the manure system, I can do it. Works some. Yeah, there's not as many 3-metre cultivators at start. I mean, there's a nice selection of equipment. There's some new gear with regard to cultivators and stuff. A couple of new companies and stuff. Where are we? Header trailers, disc harrows. Oh, we've got the Kinsey, Nosh, Dalbo. So a mixture. It's not all the same company, which is quite nice. Cultivators. What do we have? I'm sure we had another company. Summers. We've got Summers Super Chisel in there. So again, it's a mixture of stuff. It's very cool. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I've always said, it doesn't matter. It would be lovely to play this in VR. I've said this to Giants many times. If they brought it out in VR, that would be it. Total immersion. That would be incredible. Thank you to all the people saying they're glad I got it. It's awesome. Thank you for joining me that I've got it. That's awesome. Why people are obsessed with me showing manure tanks? I'm not quite sure why. Okay, let's have a look at the auger wagons, changing systems, manure spreaders. Again, fairly standard stuff to what we had. Nothing's changed that much, I don't think. Yeah, maybe the slot counts are. If they are half, that's fantastic. Like I say, I haven't had enough time to really dive into that, and that means also bouncing between 22 and 25, 22, 25. I just haven't had the time. The international cab over. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Let's lease one of these. We'll get it standard. I don't need to mess about with anything like that. What we'll also do, let's grab another tractor. Something bigger this time. Let's go for... You know what? Let's go for a tractor I've driven. I've driven a 400. I did that. Let's go with that, because that's what I drove. That tractor. Don't want to purchase it. Let's lease it. Have I mentioned that? Thank you, Dragon Sin. First time ever been able to catch a stream. That's awesome. There's not haptic. I haven't got any haptic feedback. Not on my PlayStation controller. Haven't had any option to adjust it or anything at all. Yeah, not that I'm aware of. Forestry equipment we were just looking at. There's no damage to vehicles. Not that I'm aware of. Let's jump to the vehicles here. It's 7:20 in the morning. It's actually not much. Well, what I'll do, look, I'll show you. Let's grab a little international pickup, which is gorgeous, by the way. When you say show the manure tanks, what do you mean by the manure tanks? Show the manure. Oh, the manure. I'm doing it now. I just got to. If I crash into that, there's no damage. I don't think Giants have ever had that as a thing. You get wear over time, like you have done previously, so the paint will start to wear, and you can repaint your vehicles and stuff like that. But there's no damage that I'm aware of. Not allowed to rate the game. We were told categorically, until the game actually releases on the 12th, we are not allowed to give scores or ratings. I'm not quite sure why, but we're not allowed to. It's just a thing. Right, BOTG Adventures, you just asked that question. Show forestry stuff. We've heard they've removed a lot and they've been quiet on forestry. I just showed all the forestry stuff in the menu. So, I'm not sure what you were looking at, but I showed it. Let's take my dapper gear. I will go to the livestock market and we will buy some. I just love the way it looks in general. I think it's absolutely awesome. Shane Munkle, hello, how are you? Thank you. It's your 5th super on a live stream. Thank you very much for your generosity. You are an absolute star. Thank you. I appreciate that massively. I know it's weird. Why? I don't know why people are so obsessed about manure. It's strange. Oh, okay. So BOTG is now just spamming the chat quite clearly. AI workers can't do baling. Well, Cavalier Roy said potentially if you just adjust it. I mean, I suppose we could take on a baling contract and we could try by adjusting the worker settings. Maybe. Let's go to our contracts. Have we got a baling contract available? We want a field fairly close. That's miles away. That's not far from where we are. We'll borrow equipment on that. And then go to our active. Ah, notice that? Expired. Because we went through the night. You know, I said the contract had a time limit. The time limit expired. So I failed the contract because it expired. Well, there you go. So if you don't complete them in time before the... You haven't got a time limit as in you start the field like an FS17, but... Strapping and chaining down is exactly the same as it was before. You've got tension straps, you strap them down. I don't think you can use steering assist, but I don't know why you would need to. Again, this is this is first impressions, first look. The embargo lifted at midday. I haven't had a chance. Half the things people are asking me for, I'm showing you things, I'm showing you features as we go around. I haven't had a chance to test half this stuff out. We can start filling. I'm not sure if this is what people wanted to see. Will FSL come to 25? I would imagine so. Yeah, it's an interesting new texture. I'll give it that. I don't know. It's got a bit of a sheen to it. Can I show the slurry machine? You just asked for manure. What? When you say the slurry machine, there's let me do that and that. I didn't go back to that thing, did I? Sorry. I'll go back to that shed at some point if I can. It's under fertilising, isn't it? Slurry tankers. We say the slurry machine. They work the same as they did before. You fill in with slurry, you go out to a field. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's very strange. Let's fill this up. Select the silo you want to load into your vehicle. Yeah, that one. It's still going to charge me, as it always has done. What are we up to? 2 hours 30. We are going to switch over. I'm going to show you the menu for starting on a new map. We'll have a quick look on Hutan Pantai. To be fair, the map is different, and I have done a map tour on there. You know, the time limits are an interesting thing, I have to say. I have done 2 map tours. There are no foals, there are no baby cows. Actually, I didn't look at the chicks, did I? I need to find that shed because that's going to annoy me. I found it yesterday and thought, oh, that's cool, I'll show that when I do the stream, and I can't remember where it was. Which mob map do we think will be released first time round? That's a... Oh, yeah, I don't know. It looks like, interestingly, the manure texture in the back of the wagon looks just the same as it did, although the one in the actual thing... Whoa, there's some weight on that. Can I adjust that? Don't think I can I? Oops. If I go slowly, I was hoping a vehicle would come up behind me and overtake, but I was on the wrong side of the road anyway. Whoops. Don't think it will. Anyway, can AI do harvester unload task if he was combining? I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. First mod. I know some modders are already working on stuff. I know Yos82 Studio. Who else? There's a whole load of people. No, there was no time limit on 22 for contracts. That's new. I can go in cab. Of course I can. I was doing that earlier. Right. You notice, bottom right, you've got that red glowing orb down the bottom of the screen. That happened on Hutan Pantai and it's happened on here a couple of times. I'm not sure why. If I get out now, will it still be there? Yeah, look. See that orb? Bottom right? That's happened a couple of times now. The only way I could find out to work this out to get rid of it, if you go into the menu for vehicles, machinery, equipment, if you pick an item and go into the garage menu, it disappears from the screen. If I come back out again, it's gone. I don't know why it does it. Every now and again I keep getting these orbs. Sometimes bottom left, sometimes in the middle. It's odd. Yeah, you're quite right. I agree, Raspberry Rabbit. You would have a time limit. If a farmer needs something done that day, they're going to say, look, you know, if you're going to take on this contract, I don't need it done in a week, I need it done now. I was always a bit of a one for, you know, you'd see a contract pop up and think, oh, I'll grab that. I'll grab that before it disappears and I'll get to it later. In this way, it forces you to have to do something about it, which is cool. Does the map feel larger than Elm Creek? It does, weirdly. I don't know why. How's the ploughing getting on? Still going. And then it will go around and do the outside. Darren Funnel, or Funnel is it? There's no precision farming at release. I don't know whether there will or not. How big a download was FS25? I'm playing it from disk. I'm sure someone said it was 40 gigs, something like that, 40 gigabytes. Thank you, Darren, for your donation. I really do appreciate that, for your generosity. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Can you flip the tractor? You probably can flip tractors. No, I've had the orb show up. You will see when we go into Hutan Pantai, it happened twice when I loaded the game in. So we need to unfold that. We're not going to do double application. I miss. There you go. We're spreading manure like we did before. I don't, you know. Lewis Pribble in with the donation. First super on a live stream. Thank you, Lewis, for your generosity. You're a star. Thank you very much, mate. I really do appreciate that. Oh, better turn off. Right, so again, I've got people asking me to show. Let's start the engine, close it down. I showed all the vehicles and machinery in the menus earlier. This is not a garage review per se. If I go into the menu, small tractors, there's not any old ones this time round, you notice? But again, I'm going to say this again. Giants were very, very clear. I'll say very, very clear that there are some mods coming. There are some vehicles and machinery that will be coming. They couldn't get in by the cut-off time. So the time they had for vehicles and machinery in-game, so there will be more coming added in, as far as I know, as mods. I think. So, if you look at the menu saying it's rubbish, half the stuff's missing, there will be more, because I've noticed the JCB aren't in here, but I don't know. I don't think JCB are, whether they lost their contract or not, I don't know. Medium tractors, nice selection. And now large, all very nice indeed. So it depends when you join the chat, of course. Yeah, if you're just joining, you can't irrigate fields. You can fill when it says there is an option. And it says if we go into this menu here and we go up to the top there, I don't want create job, don't want that, I want that one. Where is it? This one here. So under soil composition, it says fertilised, needs ploughing, needs lime, needs rolling, mulch, stones and watered. That's not irrigation. That's for your rice fields, your rice paddies. So that's to say whether they've been filled or not with water. So if you go to your rice field and your rice is growing and in the bottom field menu it says needs water, that's what that's for. That's not for irrigation, just to highlight that. The new menus are clean, they're crisp, they're tidy. I like it, like I say. And there's a lot of very, very cool stuff. I probably need to change my gloves and probably my glasses too. But even looking at that, with the character in the foreground and the tractor in the background, there's a real quality look about it. I'm in the way. I'm assuming is the worker going around now and doing the outside? Yeah, I think it's doing the outsides. But you can see as we go across, the tracks are leaving less of an imprint, spreading the load. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's what I mean. We need photo mode. We 100% need photo mode. I don't know why we haven't. I know on PC there'll be all sorts of cool whiz-bangy stuff. It is the way it is. It always has been. I'm happy we've got third person, in all honesty, because like I've said, for me, and I know people will get fed up with it, every thumbnail I've got will have me in the foreground wearing a different item of clothing, but 45 gig download, I thought it was something like that. Thank you very much. Yeah, not horrendous compared to some games I've played, in all honesty, but I probably do need to change my clothing. Looking very good though. Wish I was that slim. Anyway, right, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to come out and we're going to go into Hutan Pantai. I'll show you some of the options. Like I say, this is not a map tour, wasn't a map tour. I have done a map tour. No, we have not got four-way hazards. We haven't got flashes, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now is come to here. I'm going to quit the game. Come out. So as I said earlier, main menu, we do have multiplayer, downloadable content. Someone asked to see this. This is what this section looks like. 8,186.04 megabytes download space. Under here we've got the MacDom pack, but it's saying I need to buy it because this is not a pre-order version. This is just a hard copy I was sent, so I'd have to pay for it. Pre-order, I've got my digital download on Tuesday, so I'll get that. So I haven't got it. We've got this again. It's just the MacDom pack so far. But we got to the top. We've got best, most downloaded, latest, recommended. Then we go down to this one, installed. These two were in the mod hub yesterday and then disappeared today, but I had already installed them. Updates, downloadable content, and extra content. There's nothing to unlock that. That's normally the stuff like the clothing and stuff they did. Anyway, no, the orb isn't that at all. The orb is you'll see in a minute. PlayStation Store is not available. Options. So someone asked about whether you could turn the HUD off. We've got the HUD. Actually, let me just double check that. 95, 100%, 105. We can go much bigger. I don't think it goes off. I think we can. No, lowest we can go is 50%, and then we can go way up above. What was I on? 65 or 70? No, I was on 90, wasn't I? 90, 95, something like that. Must have been 90 because it's not saying I need to do anything. Yeah, realistic beacons you can have on or off. Then you've got all the same options here that you've got in the game menu. But there was nothing on PlayStation 5 for adjusting it to be 4K or anything like that. It came up as it is. So thank you, Ant C, for the donation. Your first super on a live stream. That's incredibly cool. Thank you. You are a star, as everyone is in the chat so far. What items do they have in Character Creator? We looked at Character Creator earlier, but if we come back out of here now and we go up to Career, I'm going to do empty slot. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I showed this on my map tours. So if you're going to watch the map tours at some point, this is very different. So we're going to talk about this now as well. We've got Riverbend Springs, we've got Hutan Pantai, and we've got Zalonka. But we've also got New Farmer, Farm Manager, and Start from Scratch. Now, these have preset settings, as they have done previously. However, those settings can now be tweaked here at the Start menu. So on New Farmer, 100,000, that's normal. We're used to that. Start loan, difficulty level, whether you've got a start farm or not, and whether you've got the intro. I don't want the intro tour, that's fine. But we can change our start money. 100,000, 250, 500, 750,000, 1 million. There's no longer a 1.5 million. You can have a start loan if you want. You can add your start loan in. Again, go up to 1 million if you want. Economy, you can change here as well if you want to. So that changes some of the settings. But like I say, there are default, like they always used to be. Farm Manager doesn't have 1.5 million anymore, just 1 million. But you can change those settings. That's on normal. Then Start from Scratch. You've got your start money. You've already got a loan and it's on hard difficulty. No start farm. But that can all be changed. So it is a little bit different. Slot count is down from 4,400 on PS5 on FS22 to 3,500. But according to someone in the chat said that DJ did a video that he's posted doing a comparison between FS22 and FS25 slot counts, and FS25 seemed to be about half of what they were on FS22. So that's cool. So I'm going to go up here. We're going to go to Hutan Pantai. I'm going to go new farmer. I'm going to put 1 million. Why not? Economy, normal. We'll have a start farm and do that. Grain Man, keep up the great work. Love the live stream. Thank you very much. First super on a live stream. You are a legend. Thank you very much for that. That's very, very cool. I know I've had it on the screen. I know I talked about it a little bit earlier and I showed you the screens. Gportal sponsoring the stream today. Thank you very much to them. If you're looking for affordable, usable and helpful server providers, Gportal is the way to go. Link in the description. Links in the description also for downloadable content. If you want to use the partner code MrSealyp, all caps, if it gives you the option, that'd be awesome. That also includes FS22 content. You can still use it for that as well. There will be DLCs moving forward, all that kind of thing. There's also a retail forwarding code in there, a link in there. You can't use the code for that, but it's there as an option if you want to use it. All caps MrSealyp. Again, it's the YouTuber thing. I'm another chunk through the stream. Probably thought it was a good time to talk about that now. So, just looking at the comments, see what people are saying. What am I feeling? What are my reflections so far? Now, people will always say, you're a shill. Giants are paying you. Giants aren't paying me anything. They will argue, but Giants sent you the game early, so they have paid you. Okay, but Giants, what companies will often do, they will send out stuff and say, here is the early access, here is this, that and the other, but you can't talk about this, 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 this. You can't mention this, this, this and this. You can't say this, this and this. All they've said is, you can't give it a rating. You can't give it a score. We can say anything we like. And I have said, I've voiced my opinions already about the contract system. I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. But then in the chat, a lot of people have said they prefer it. And it all comes down to a personal choice and a personal preference. I haven't gone through to the tornado bit yet. Again, this is first impressions, first look. My first impression, I love it. If you were watching earlier, when we were ploughing the field and then ploughing in the wet, the depth of the ruts, when we got to the edge of the field, trying to pull the plough out in the wet, out of the mud, the rear tyres were slipping. I mean, it was just... People are saying that they're happy to see me so happy. I cannot tell you. It's brilliant. Third person is fantastic. The options for constructables, for building your own farmhouses and barns and buildings is brilliant. I love it. I love the fact that in the build mode, and I'll show you, if we'll go in and have a look in a minute, buying factories, there are cheaper alternatives and smaller productions you can run. It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, is that a score? No, I'm just telling you, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've been told to say that. I personally do. I've always loved the franchise. Have I always been happy about how things have been done? No. Have I had a few run-ins here and there over the years? Yes. But, is it? I can't believe someone mentioned reskin, but they have said it's more than just a reskin, it is. So, anyway, Hutan Pantai, we're on that. Start farm, yes. Guided tour intro, no. Let's hit that. Well, I'm going to have those on anyway. There's our menu for loading up. Oh, it didn't give me the option for character creation. Oh, okay. Weird. I can change that anyway. Thank you if you're just joining. We've already been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I said I was going to do 3, but I think we're going to go way beyond that, aren't we? What's going to be the decider on this is whether I need to use the bathroom facilities at some point or not, which potentially... Excuse me, I'm getting overexcited. Let's start. So, character, there we go. What I'm saying, it hasn't given me the option. If you weren't here earlier on, character customization. There are a lot of options available. I'm going to change my dapper costume for something a bit more comfortable. Let's change to a hoodie. I'm not a giant shill. I'm going to wear a giant... No, I'm going to go Farming Simulator hoodie, I think. Or t-shirt. Let's go t-shirt. Boom. Trousers. Do I want to go... with denim shorts? Do I want to go for those joggers? No, that's too... I don't like that. I don't like that. Pithers 1990, member for 2 months. Thank you very much, mate. You are a legend. Scorpion Taz, I think the new map select screen will help players like you doing unique starts. 100%. You can still go in, lease and return vehicles, and you can get your money down to 0 if you want to. That's cool. And there's plenty of modders that bought out mods that allowed you to do that, which is very cool. Get yourself an adult nappy. No. Thank you very much to both of you guys for being a SealyP member, and thank you very much for the donation at Scorpion Taz. You are a star. So yeah, don't like those joggers. That makes me feel a bit creepy. These are the ones I was wearing. But I think I might go long trousers. Shall I go for a full trouser? No. I can change the colour. Let's go with those. Nice. Let's go down. Shall I wear some flip-flops? No, you know what I haven't worn? Let's go Crocs. Green combat Crocs. Let's go Crocs. Crocs and socks, people. You can have a bank loan if you want. That was in that menu we just looked at. You can choose to have a bank loan. You can borrow money from the bank when you get into the game. Of course you can. Where are we? Electric Volvo in FS25 with the Platinum DLC. Was there? How did I miss that? Are you sure? Okay, I'm going to go and check that. Do you notice any flickering? A tiny little bit. If you turn around quickly, I notice a little bit. But that being said, I think there's going to be an update on release day. I need to change my hat. Just changed my shoes to put on Crocs, of course. No. Cowboy hat? No. That looks rather cool, but I'm not sure. I think we're going to go... no. Show my allegiance to the FS. Keep those on, and we are good. Confirm. Right, you see that? This is what I was talking about. Look at that pink square. Now, that may well get changed. This is what I was talking about. When I said about that red blob, the orb... People were saying, oh, maybe it's contracts, maybe it's how many contracts you've got. I've got no contracts running. What I'm going to do is just go into this menu first, change my game settings because I don't want to do auto save. I want it on normal speed. Seasonal growth I'm going to turn off. I'm going to show you something that I showed earlier. If we go up to here, with seasonal growth on, your crop calendar will look like that, or a version of that, depending on what map you're on. That's your crop calendar. If I go down to my game settings and I turn my seasons off and I go back up, it looks like that because you can plant and harvest whenever you want. So if I go past that menu and people panic and think it's broken, it's not. That's just because I've got seasons turned off at the moment. Got no animal pens yet. Contracts we looked at in the previous one. We'll look at the greenhouses and stuff in just a moment. Again, this is not a map tour. But what were the other things I need to do? Crop destruction I'm going to turn off. Periodic ploughing on. The rest of it's how I want it. Then I want automatic engine start off. I think I'm good. I'm going to say I'm good. I think I'm golden. I'm wonderful. I'm wondrous. I'm having a great old time. Thank you to everyone who's joining me. I think all my menus are fine for that. Let's come out. And now let's address this. This thing here. Bottom left. Am I near a collectible? I don't know. Maybe. Your keyboard broken. What? No, so what you do to get rid of that, if I go into the vehicle menu, pick any vehicle you like and go into the garage for that vehicle, it disappears. As soon as it puts the vehicle in, that square disappears. Or dots or wherever it might be. If I come back out now, gone. It's very strange. Very strange. But anyway, how's the performance so far? I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Like I said, this is not a map tour. I've done a map tour on Hutan Pantai, but the equipment and machinery, I have to say, the mud on the vehicles, look at that. That looks like real, it looks like mud spatter. Even in the right direction, from travelling forwards, the mud's flicked up at an angle. That's incredible. Just, wow. We'll get our little, dude, I still keep saying tuk-tuk, but anyway. The NPCs are all here on Hutan Pantai as well. I know people were worried you'd only get them on Riverbend Springs, but they are here as well. And if we go just past here, we've got Ben. It's just here. We can come and talk to Ben, start a conversation. I'm not going to go through all the menus for that. But up here at our start farm, well, let's have a look at the map, shall we? Here's our map screen. Here's the map. If we go across at the top, crop types, growth, soil composition, hotspots, farmland. Farmland shows you what you own. You can go through and have a look at various different plots. We start with this, and then we can go and we can pick our plots to buy. They're not too expensive, in all honesty. Not too bad at all when you consider it, I guess. Take care, David. If I've missed anybody leaving, I'm so sorry. If they've already gone, they won't know that. But anyway, crop calendar, weather. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I personally think having the weather down the bottom there as well, the menus are streamlined brilliantly. And I think a lot of people were in the chat earlier saying, oh, it just seems to be menu simulator. At that point, I was showing the menus. Of course I was, because I'm going through trying to show everything. That's how it works. This is a first impressions, first look. Are there going to be more videos to come? Yes. I would suggest people go back and watch the start of the stream if you've just joined it, because otherwise I'm going to be saying the same things over and over again, which I don't doubt I will. Rice harvester, planter, we've got some cool gear here. Sheds and shed space. Oh, that's what I need to show. I need to show the shed. The mushroom greenhouse. I think I showed it on the other one, but if you missed that, we do start with the mushroom greenhouse here. It needs water. We've got materials missing. Click on that. So enoki and oyster mushrooms with the recipes. We can see what they are. Very cool. Finance screen. We can have a look at that. That's under... No, was that one? No, it was that one. There we go. Prices, vehicles, hand tools, finances. Does that help? We can have a look, see that? We can borrow money, again in increments of 5,000. We can repay them in increments of 5,000. Statistics screen is there. 25 collectibles. Vehicles, you can go into the vehicle menu here. This will also show leased items as well, but gives all your information. Age, working hours, all that kind of stuff, condition, it's all there. If you weren't here for the last one, Touch Gaming Master's back. Scroft! How does it looks amazing. It's incredible. Oh, wow. Did I pull a rabbit out of my you-know-what for... I'm on PlayStation 5. I'm on console. I put the game into my PlayStation when Kermit had said I probably shouldn't, and it kind of worked, and then the update happened, and bam. I had to check with Kermit. Kermit went and checked with Giants. The top bods at Giants went away, had a conversation, came back and said, yep, green light, go for it. You can show it on release day. So, honestly, couldn't be happier today. Couldn't be happier. It's very cool indeed. So, excuse me. Yeah, it's good to have Scroft in the chat. Thank you for joining us. And everyone that's in here. Whether you're new to the channel, if you want to be a channel member, channel memberships are available with all sorts of goodies and bonuses that come with that. What else have we got? Gportal. If you want a Gportal server, there's a link in the description for that as well. So you can join the ranks of the MeSealyp Plus if you want to. That'd be very, very cool, but that's entirely up to you. So, rice fields. I showed building a rice field in the other one, but we've got one that's ready to harvest. We can interact with these, but we don't need to add any water or do anything because it's ready to harvest. So there's no water level required. We could grab the harvester. We could have a go at setting off a worker if we wanted to. The mirrors aren't flick. I don't think they were. That was a real big problem on 22. You remember that? Oh, it took ages for that to go. Let's go inside. Don't think so. Not noticing any flickering. Seems good to me. I did show Buffalo earlier. What do the garden house pallets look like? We can go to the there is a pallet shop where we can go and buy pallets if we want to. We've got a rice sapling greenhouse just here as well, which is very cool. To be fair, I'm just going... I'm going over a lot of the same things I already covered. The fact is, it was just on a different map. Let's grab the rice planter out, rice harvester out. Just, you know, because I have to say, the footage that we saw of this operating originally, when I tried this the other day, yesterday, Scorpion Taz, I did my order year 1 bundle using your code. Hope you get your partner level up at the end of the year. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Grizz, for putting that in there. You're an absolute star. Discord link as well. If you want to join the Discord group, our Discord gang, silly people on there, you can. That'd be very cool. I forgot about that one. Can the seat be adjusted in vehicles when in cab view? No, I don't think so. Solidus 316. Look at Wild Silly P. First time seeing me live. Time for bed. Play happily for me. I will. Thank you very much for your generosity. That's incredibly kind of you. You are a star. Thank you very much. Right. Oh, I haven't put it on third person, have I? There we go. Look. Oh, look at those crocs. Rocking the crockins. I like it. Will AI empty running harvesters? I don't think so. I don't... no, because I'm pretty sure if you've got AI and you've got a harvester running in a field on AI, you can set a route, so you can place a location for an AI worker to go to. When they get to that location, they stop. You can set them so they can do deliveries backwards and forwards to a sell point and keep coming back to take things from one place to another. But they'd have to come to a different point on the field each time to unload from a harvester. So I don't think that's it. Thank you, Jennifer, for joining us. Take care. Has anything changed in multiplayer? Not that I could tell. Health and safety, no crocs allowed. Dutch Gaming Masters is back. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Over a bit. There we go. Yes, there are going to be some tutorials. Like I say, this is first impressions, early access. You know, I've had it 24 hours. There is so much. As I'm going through, I'm thinking, I want to check this, I want to check that, I want to look at this, I want to look at that. People are asking questions about the longevity of stuff. If I put loads and loads of placeables in loads of vehicles, will it start lagging? I have no idea. We haven't got to that point yet, not even close. They are still towed crocs? Of course they are. Do you think I'm a madman? Lower harvester. Yeah, so what I was going to say was, when I saw this originally, I wasn't overly impressed with the sort of graphics animation, but look at it now, you can almost see, look, let's go inside, you can almost see the blades of grass as they're going up in there. I think that looks incredible. It looks just incredible. So let's try this again. So let's do this. That's our AI worker. Auto, 3 headlands, work the headlands on, start with the headlands. Yep, let's hire a worker, see what it does. Now this did the same as the harvester did before. When I tried this yesterday, it missed a couple of bits on the edge, but when it did its turn in the corner, it made space for the turn, which was incredible. I feel that what I've seen through preview vids today, the AI workers are courseplay light kind of. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could say it's light a little bit here and there. I guess it depends how you view it. Like I say, I'm loving it. Sorry, I just need to adjust my accoutrement. I think it's going to redo the bit I missed because I went over a little bit too far and it did like it. Yeah, it's just tidying up what I made a mistake on. Who would have believed at any point that the AI worker would be good enough to go and fix the mistake that I made? Not that I'm admitting I ever make mistakes, but potentially if I made a mistake. Whoa! So in answer to the question, when people said, do the workers do crop destruction? No, they don't. Is cotton drill a shirt option? Now, what do we have in the shirt options? There were some. Go to wardrobe in this menu, and we go up. There were some really nice. Where was it? Further up. Yeah, look at these. Oh, what did I do there? Press the wrong thing. I mean, that's nice. You got a colour option on that? Oh yeah, look. Oh, fancy. Now, now you watch this now. Look. So what the worker will do now? It clears a corner. So in the corners, when it makes the turn, it shouldn't go outside the field boundary, so we shouldn't get a problem. I don't know, Grapes Knowledge, we haven't tried it. Like I say, I haven't had a chance to get to that point yet. But it'd be interesting if AI works on grapevines and olive. That's true, actually. I don't know. That's going to be some testing required. Loads of testing. Yeah, look. It's doing it. Like I say, I just think the animation, it didn't look that crisp when we saw the original videos of it. I just think that looks brilliant. Does that not look absolutely fantastic? Do AI workers do silage pits now? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. Are there any peas that need vining? Fish and chip... Oh, don't say that. Fish and chip Friday. It is Fish Friday, to be fair. So I can do the same here now, look. Clean the corner. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure people will encounter issues. I'm sure people will find problems. I haven't tried everything. I've done a bit of harvesting, I've done a bit of ploughing, I've done a bit of stuff. I haven't done liming, I haven't done all the spreading, I haven't tried every vehicle with everything. There may be issues here and there with AI workers. From what I've seen so far, I haven't had a problem. Haven't had a problem at all. It seems to be working flawlessly. Will it stay like that? Don't know. Unfortunately, unless you've got early access from Giants, you can't play it until the game releases on the 12th. You can still pre-order. Don't forget, if you want to pre-order, you can still pre-order up until release day. If you want to use the partner code MrSealyp, all caps, other content creators are available. You absolutely can. Yeah, talking about that, someone asked about how I'm playing it early. I'll show you about buying consumables. You can set your settings as you can before, so you can have your worker that will do slurry, it will do manure, as it always was before. You can set those to buy automatically. As far as buying consumables, you can go and buy consumables. How does the frame rate feel on console versus FS22? I personally, I mean, let's go into first person. I think the fidelity, the depth, the detail of the grass, it seems crisper, clearer, cleaner, tidy. I'm sure DJ and Clutch will find a way of breaking everything, but to me, I don't know. It seems quality. I mean, proper quality. Robert, in with the donation. Let's celebrate first super on a live stream. Thank you so much, Robert. You are a star. Thank you very much, my friend. It's very kind of you. Oh, I didn't notice Dust Bunny in the chat. Hello, Dust Bunny. Hope you are well. There we go, look. Oh, dear. Oh, my back's hurting. Yeah, the stubble looks great. I mean, honestly, I think Farmer Foley's in the house. Hello, mate. Yeah, I mean, you look at the individual blades. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it, people. Yeah, down digital. What is making that sound? Digital download is on a certain date. But we was. Oh yeah, I've shown you. I showed the people earlier. If you've just joined the chat, content creators were sent out packs. Early access stuff, and they send out bits and bobs, collector's editions. Some of the content creators did unboxing videos yesterday. If you attended the FS25 preview event when I went to Wisconsin and we did all the case driving stuff and all that cool stuff, they asked for a photo of us for our passes, and they had a PowerPoint presentation with a little bio about each of us with our picture. So when we got our packs, and you've probably seen it on a lot of content creators, they sent us a custom bobblehead of us. Let me just do this, just so you can see. Look at that, will you? How bonkers to put it inside, so it's, yeah. That's me. That's my helper. No, that way. That's me. That's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts, but I absolutely love it. It's very, very cool. Anyway, so yeah, that's why we were sent early access on stuff. And it's it all seems to be working great. Yeah, so in answer to the question, how do I find it visual? I just think it's incredible. I just don't know what to say. It's staggeringly good. Let's grab the van, the lorry. We'll head down into the town for a bit of a drive. Everything seems to be to scale. I think it seems to work all right. It seems to look all right. Have Crocs will travel. So I probably need to do. Let's go into our main menu. Let's go to our, was it general settings? I can't remember what it was on under. Let's go to vehicle volume 50%. Some people saying they couldn't really hear the stuff. Clayton Bipolar Clay, I've been watching your videos for years. I've never started a map without watching your map preview. Appreciate everything you do for the community. Thank you so much for your generosity. That's very kind of you, man. Oh, I just realised. I'm talking about that and I haven't gone back to small camera. Sorry. I'm a professional. Yep. What's cool, and I mentioned it a few times on the stream, if you're driving slowly, vehicles will now overtake you. They will overtake you. It's absolutely nuts. Hello from Quebec. Now, I was intending to only stream for 3 hours. What are we up to now? 3:07. We've been going a little bit longer than I intended, but that's all right. But people want to see Hutan Pantai, so we're on here as well. I will reiterate, I have done a map tour on Riverbend Springs. I have done a map tour on Hutan Pantai. So this is not a map tour. This is just kind of first impressions. Look at, for everybody watching as well. Do you already test the screen inside the cabin? No, when you're doing contracts and stuff, it doesn't change anything. I know you can't play any music. How is the soundtrack? I haven't tried it. I've always had that turned off by default. I don't even try because yeah, there's no point. For you guys, that's a whole different thing. If you're playing, and if I'm playing myself, like I said, when I've played before and I've got a big contract to do, I'll stick on an audio book or I'll put on music myself. I don't tend to use it anyway. Lime animation and textures, I don't know, that's quite specific. I haven't tried that yet. To be fair, that harvester will have finished. I don't know if that field needs liming. We can go and check it. Let's drive down into the town just so you can see a bit of that as well. Did I still pull out in front of you? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've had anyone pull out in front of me yet. But again, if you think about FS22 or FS19 or FS17, the thousands of hours of gameplay, you're going to encounter far more things than the 3 hours and, well, a day. I mean, I only did a few hours of gameplay yesterday. Render distance isn't too bad. What they've done, and I mentioned this on one of the videos, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Your Ghostbusters car, so I don't know what that means. We're in this is just a little lorry. The bobbleheads were sent out to content creators that attended the FS25 preview event. There is a company that makes them, I don't know who they are, but you can send in a picture and they can custom make bobbleheads, as far as I'm aware. What was I going to show? Oh yeah, did I show this earlier? I did show this earlier about productions. If I go into the build mode menu and we go down to factories, under factories you've got all your expensive factories, your 370 grand, your 300 grand, all those kind of things. If you go further down, we've got these cheaper options here. Productions, smaller, less on the production but much cheaper, 36 grand. And you can run farm-related productions rather than massive factory-related productions. I love that. Remember the shed. You're quite right. I've forgotten about the shed. What we'll do... Where was the vehicle shop? I think I've gone past it. I know people have seen a lot of this already. And like I say, this is not a map tour. Oh, I was going to go to... Let me just jump over. If you didn't see it on the other one... Riverbend Springs, I need to be on... no, that was on that one. Let's go to that, and then we click on that one there. Visit. So as far as products go, you can buy products if you want to. So if you need any products, you can come in, you can purchase your products. It's a whole long list of stuff you can buy. Oh, look at that. Is that a chocolate cake rather than the white one? That's pretty cool. Yeah. You come and buy all sorts of cool stuff. Let's say Napa cabbage. 2 crates of. Purchase. And my Napa cabbage is up here. Very nice. So you can buy stuff if you want to. Hello from Nova Scotia. What's the least expensive starting tractor? Hang on a second. So I'm getting a bit wheezy. I mentioned on one of my mod reviews, I didn't do a video, was it last week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? I was not well at all. I've had asthma since I was 7. I was not very well. We think we narrowed it down. Farmer Foley helped me to my flights to and from the US. I had particulates and I was struggling to breathe, and I had to I was avoiding having to go to hospital. I didn't want to go to hospital. So I'm a little bit yeah, this is the most I've talked for the longest period of time in absolute ages. Thank you very much. Great. Nice to put a face to that normally great voice. That's awesome. Thank you. I've done a few videos where you see my face, and when I live stream I do. I've had to leave that up in the middle at the top, so I might be hiding stuff only because down at the bottom it was covering some of the menus and stuff. So anyway. Starting equipment for this map, we were just up at the farm. I just showed the starting equipment. If you just joined, sorry. Right, have I tried baling? I haven't. Not my own fields. Contracts are, yeah, different to say the least, and I'm going to have to at this point, bear in mind I'm over 3 hours in. You might have to go back and re-watch the start of the stream because a lot of the stuff I've covered already. I'm trying to cover some different bits and bobs here and there. Have a drink, actually, to be fair. You want to see, you know, my grenade mug? I always have that big grenade mug. Obviously, MrSealyp merch as well. Haven't plugged any merch. That way, always get it wrong. MrSealyp merch, link in description if you want to pick some up. That'd be awesome, including like woolly hat and baseball cap, and you know, I've got to do all my content creator thing. Baseball caps, we got all of it. Yeah, my grenade mug cracked. Yeah, it cracked. So I've got this instead, and this is cool. My daughter got me this for Christmas last year. Look at that. Stormtrooper helmet mug. How cool is that? It holds about 15 gallons of coffee, but that's cool. There goes the train. People are asking about seeing the train. Big honking jobby. I love that name. Love it. A bobblehead to the merch. So that'd be quite cool, actually. Anyway. Sorry. No, you're right, Biker Mouse. I haven't drunk anything. The reason I had drunk, I've said this before, what's going to end the stream is a coughing fit, me finishing off everything I wanted to do, or needing to use the bathroom. So I was avoiding drinking because I didn't want to. Can I look through the wheel loader section? We can. There aren't many, but there's going to be more coming. There's our start wheel loaders, the JCB 435. Oh, L128 electric conversion. Nice. Hadn't noticed that. That's cool. That's wheel loaders. They'll be getting some more stuff. Do we still get to do landscaping stuff? We do. If we come into the build modes menu and we go down, there's our sculpting. So we still got our raise, lower, level, slope, soften. We've still got, if we go up to the top of there, we've still got our painting with various different textures, including these ones, which are very cool. This has, oh no, there we go. So we've got flagstones, cobblestones. We've got these been added in extra, which is quite nice, like that. Come back up to the top. Trees are very interesting now. I did go into the menus on this. I have done a video on the build mode, but that's not up yet. That'll come up later on today. Tiggy Tig gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much for that. Somebody is going to get that soon. That's very cool of you. Thank you so much. I'm sure someone will get that gifted in a moment. Anyway, great to see you streaming on new console version. Thank you very much. Bale limits, don't know. Haven't had a chance to run enough bales yet. What else are we looking at? Did I show how to create rice fields? I did, but we can kind of what I'm going to do is let's go to the vehicle shop. Where was the vehicle shop? Let's go from hotspots to there. Vehicle shop is over here. Like I said, it's not a map tour. I have done a map tour. You can go and check that out, and you can see where everything is in the map tour. Let's go into the menu. Someone asked about lime, didn't they? We have got lime stations. Where were the lime stations? Is there one near me? I bet there's not. No, that's a gas station. Actually, can we buy lime? We might be able to buy it. Let's go down our menus. Because we do have consumables, so potentially for seeders, yield improvement, manure, fertilizer spreaders, consumables. Yes, we can. Lime bags. Let's get, how many can we get? 8 steel maximum. I don't need 8, but let's do that. Thank you. Come out of there. And we need to get a spreader. Does that do lime as well? No. Manure spreaders, sprayers. Hang on a minute. Yield improvements, seeders, stone pickers, weeders, rollers, fertilizer spreaders. Oh, what was I looking at? There we go. Just get a standard one. People were interested, so let's have a go at that. To be fair, I am feeling a little bit ropey, so we may have to end in a little while. Render distance is okay. It's not too bad. No, backhoes and front loaders, there's no, you can't dig. Ground deformation is all done with ploughs, with vehicles, with weights of vehicles. You know what I could probably do with? Unless I'm going to pull this myself. We could probably do with a tractor, couldn't we? Let's go with something large, something meaty. Oh, let's go with the 9S. Full 425 beans. We'll go with the EU version. Yeah, why not? Let's lease that. Ooh! Let's get some lime in it. It does look good. That lighting. It's nice. Interior. Not bad. Yeah, the monitors are set standard. I don't think when you hire a worker it does anything like that. Tiggy Tig, welcome to Sealyp Plus! Just like before, but a little bit more. That's awesome. Thank you so much. You are legendary. Thank you so much. You're a star. Sergio, hello. Hope you are well. Oh, God, blimey. Sorry. I haven't sat for this long in one position for absolutely ages. Anyway, how much have we got in here? Let's get some more in. People were just curious as to what the liming texture and animation look like, so we'll do that. We can... Oh yeah, productions menu. Someone asked about the productions menu. If we go to our productions, these are what are owned. If we go into the menu, we can go from owned to available. So these are what are available on the map already. In the build mode, we've got ones you can then place as well. But you can see in the available, and I like this as an option, what's on the map already that you haven't purchased yet. You can see what they are, what the recipes are, and what they run at before buying them. That's a brilliant, brilliant feature. Very, very cool indeed. I like that a lot. Oil mill with rice oils in there. Canning factory's got some really cool stuff. Kimchi and noodle soups and rice bags and packets and canned peas, and oh, it's very, very cool indeed. The engine sounds brilliant. Let's head off. Rabid Badger got back from work and huzzah! Happy FS25 day. Thank you very much for your generosity. You are a star. Am I got in the right place? So the camera, yeah. That's very cool. Thank you very much. Pete! Hello, Pete. How are you? What game is this? Dunno. I just found it. Just thought I'd give it a go. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am I? Like I say, New tool. Oh yeah, I'm going the right way. We need to go around there and up to the farm. We'll see how the rice harvest has gone. Looks like it's done. Let's go across to soil composition. We'll check when we get up there, see whether it needs lime or not. Let's head up there. Let's go inside. Does the recipe show the same way on owned productions? Let's go and have a look, shall we? So, go up to there, go to owned. There you go. So, go across. Oh, sorry. There we go. So, you can see our recipes on our own productions. So, any that are owned, you can go into this menu, you can see them all, check them all, go through them all. What they're running at, 1 to 5, 1 to 3. It's a little bit different, but what I was also going to say was what I like as well. The Danish Noob has just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. If you've just received a membership, that's from the Danish Noob. Very cool indeed. Thank you very much. Yeah, so what's cool about this as well, and I did mention this maybe in one of my videos rather than on this stream, is on the right-hand side, your incoming materials and your outgoing, it tells you what your capacity is. So many times, especially when I do mod reviews and you get productions, I have to fill them up to show people what the capacity, because people always say, well, how much does it hold? I don't know, but this tells you. So I'm assuming when modded stuff starts coming out, that'll be the same as well. That's awesome. That's a fantastic option. We come out to this menu and we go to here. I showed this earlier on, but I'm going to show it again now. If I click on a vehicle, you know, before you can click on it and reset it. Oh, look, we get enter vehicle, reset vehicle, sell vehicle, set destination or create job, all from this menu. I think that's brilliant. That's brilliant. There's so much been added in and changed that I think adds so much. Which map am I starting with? I think I'm going to go Hutan Pantai, just because it's so different. Now, unfortunately, no, we've got beacons, but no hazards. Watch this. Watch to the left. Is he going to go? Oh, I thought he was going to go past me then. Yeah, look, he's indicating, look, because I'm going slow. Oh no, he's going to turn now. If I stay right over, he should overtake me. It's, look at that! Oh, right in front of traffic. Oh, that could have been dicey. That was not on me, but yeah, they overtake when you slow down or you're going too slow. It's brilliant. There are so many very cool features. Anyway. As far as I'm aware, TMR and Pigfood is the same. We can have a quick look. As far as I know, I'm really... we haven't tried the SATEC panel yet. Like I say, this is early access, first impressions. I haven't had a lot of time on the game. There's a lot of things that people have suggested that hadn't even crossed my mind, and now people have suggested them thinking, okay, well that needs to be a video, or that needs to be a video, or I need to go and test that. Even if I do a roundup showing a whole load of stuff. Let me just, because if I'm in a point where this doesn't need lime, I'm going to be really annoyed. Bottom fertilised needs, no, it just says needs ploughing. Oh, we can turn it on and see what happens. Does that seem more powdery to you? Maybe. Doesn't necessarily need it, but it's going down. It seems alright. That does seem to... Does that look more powdery rather than granular? I don't know, maybe. Oh, thinking, why am I not moving? Because I've driven into the pump. What a genius. Right, someone asked about rice paddies. Turn that off. I've said this every single time I do a live stream. When I get to the end of me streaming, it looks like talc. It did come out. Let's get a little bit closer in. I mean, you can see the granules through. I like it. Oh, that's pretty good. Do a contract on a field. It depends what the contract is. They're all different. They finish differently, yeah, slightly. Third person is mint. I absolutely love it. I know people on PC were saying, well, we've had it for ages. Oh no, of course they had. That's why I made a big deal of it when originally they put that first image out, and I said way back, oh, we're getting third person. Everyone told me no, it wasn't going to happen. And then when we got it, people saying, I don't know why you're so bothered. It's no big deal. I love it. Because to my mind, yes, when you're in a cab of a vehicle, you can see what you're wearing. When you're on a bike, when you're on a quad bike or whatever, you can see what you're wearing. But generally speaking, I couldn't see the point of customising your character too much because you never really saw it. Now you can. It's very cool. Do you think a lot of mods from FS22 will come back to 25? Yeah, probably. Depends on the modders, depends on the map makers, depends what they want to do. Modding is a passion project. People will mod and make what they're passionate about, what they like, what they want. So generally speaking, that's what you'll get. Bearing in mind, so much has changed as well. Modders might take a while, especially if they've got a lot of mods in their collection, to gradually get stuff out. Because a lot of modders and map makers, well, aren't full-time. It's in their spare time, around work and other commitments and family and stuff like that. I was witness to a conversation a little while ago, not on here, somewhere else on a forum. People arguing that we should have every single mod from FS22 should be on FS25 immediately. Why? No, that's ridiculous. It can't happen. It's not as simple as clicking your finger and the mods just switch over. It takes work. Anyway. I hope people are looking forward to it. I really, really do. Biggest thing I like so far. Oh man, there's too much. I mean, look at that. For example, I mean, I don't know if it's just me. People were asking about the draw distance and stuff as well, right? So I'm looking at it like it's a camera. I'm in sharp focus in the foreground. The tractor's not in bad focus. In the background, it's a little bit blurry. You can still see it. It's not completely, it's not just, you can tell they're trees. You can tell, but it has that camera quality, which I like. Yes, there's no camera option. There's no selfie option. But just looking back towards that tractor, it looks crisp and neat and clean. And again, for thumbnails and things, what is that? It's just little particles of pollen falling to the floor, isn't it? So anyway, right, what was I going to do? Someone asked, like Sam, there's so many different things. Is there any assistance for painting textures in straight lines? No. It is how it always was. You just have to save your game first, do any changing and do. If you are on, if you've been on for a while or not, if you haven't smashed that like button yet, smash that like button. Keep hitting it until your finger falls off. No, don't do that. That would be daft. Build mode. I've got to find... Can a guy find... no, it wasn't under there. Wasn't there. Might have been under others. Might be that one. Let's see. On a field. Land is owned by me. How very dare you. I shouldn't have put that right in the middle, but never mind. Immersive costume changes. You can bet your life on it. The fact we can see this now. Every new stream, every new video will start with me wearing something daft. But yes, it is this one. Right. So, I was asked earlier on about... Did I buy one? I didn't on this, so I haven't been on this. Well, menus. Let's go down here. The vehicle menus, vehicles and tools are all together now. Vehicles are not separate from tools. I like that. And I like the fact that on the end of each row of stuff, if something requires a consumable, the consumables are on the end of the row as well. The way this is laid out is mint. The gold New Holland CR11, I was told that was a pre-order bonus across the board. That might only come... That can't only come with the collector's edition, surely. I was told we were getting on everything. Anyway, we'll see. Let's go down to the chain of the saw. Grab one of those. And let's go and grab a horse brush for brushing our horses. Then we come to here. And what we'll do... Now, the only downside, I will say this now, is if I now go that and do that, we can see our torch, we can see our chainsaw, we can see our brush. But I can't go into third person. So I can't change that back to my saw and go in third person to see me chainsawing. It won't let me go to third person. However, if I come over to here now, it should, look. Look. If I go to there now, it says, return chainsaw, L3. Boom. Chainsaw is stored. If I go up on the hand tool option, our brush, where can I put the brush down? Is there a place for my brush? Surely there's a place. Oh, there we go. Brush goes on this side. Return horse brush. If I've got spray cans, they can go there as well. Torch stays in your hand the whole time. But how cool is that? Oh, I love it. So you can store these things away, then come and pick them up when you want them. I don't think you can put these on a trailer yet. Once they're on you, they're on you. There are certain, like when it showed you the login trailer, you can put it on the login trailer, but how brilliant is that? Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. KC Medic has just made a very good point. Don't hit it repeatedly. If you hit like and hit it again, it will dislike. Don't do that. Can you buy multiple brushes for multiplayer? If you're a multiplayer and you're on separate farms, you can have separate items. That I think, because one of the things on multiplayer was the fact that if I buy another chainsaw, I can have multiple chainsaws laid out here. So potentially if someone else wants to come and use my chainsaw on multiplayer, they could, I think. Hello Dirty Squatch, thank you. Is there any case equipment in game? There is a little bit of case equipment, yeah. I was driving the Magnum earlier on, the one that I drove in real life. Did I mention that? I drove one of these as well. I mentioned that earlier. Oh, it was beautiful. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Oh, it was just glorious. Magnum. We have got in the mediums, we've got the Puma. Where's the Puma? I love the Puma. It's a lovely looking tractor. Very cool indeed. We have got the Puma. What else have we got? Do we have anything under small tractors for case? Because people were asking about the farm all stuff. That hasn't made it over yet. And I keep repeating myself saying this. There is going to be some more stuff coming. The Volvo BM isn't in the game yet. There are some more things coming. Are there new tyre brands in the game? I don't think there are, actually. That was something, again, my brain didn't say, oh, check tyre brands. I don't think there are. Let's go on to here. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredstein, Nokian, back again. So, no, not at the moment. Doesn't look like it. That's a lovely looking tractor. They're very cool, the Deutz-Fahrs. Starting on the Warriors, you've got the metallic paint option, which is very, very cool. So there's a whole load more stuff to come. What else was I going to show? Someone asked about... What did they ask about? Did it say about animal pens? I can't remember now. Which Massey tractors are available, Nina? Why would you be asking that, Nina? We've got the Massey Ferguson 5700S. I drove it. It wasn't the 5700S, but... Oh, like I said, there's no older ones in here. And again, I think when the game releases, Giants are going to drop some Giants mods. Oh, sorry. This is what I normally do when you can't see me on camera. When I'm doing a video and I point at stuff and I do bunny rabbit ears, yeah, there's going to be some more stuff coming. Oh, it was animal food, wasn't it? It was asking about animal pens, animal food. Massey's, we've got the 7S. Was it just the 7? Yep. Then the large... We haven't got the 8 anymore. Oh, maybe we'll get some more later on then. We've got the 9S, which is very cool. And then obviously there'll be more stuff to come in these vehicles. I don't think we have on the telehandlers. No. Yeah, anyway, that's tractors. So, animal pens. Let's go to our sculpting. Let's go to cow pasture. Looking bottom left. It's showing total mix ration. It's showing hay. It's showing silage. Showing grass. Showing water. As far as I can tell, still the same. Dirty Squatch, thank you for becoming a Sealyp Plus member, you star. Thank you so much. That's very, very cool. Mods. There were 2 mods. I've got the Realismus modding government subsidy sign, and there was a Volvo that Giants put in yesterday. Today they've gone from the mod hub. So whether they'll be there on release day or not, I don't know. But they are there. I had them downloaded, but they're not now. Yeah, hang on, we'll get back to this in a minute. People have been asking, yes, there is a Skoda. I know, because I did that right at the start of the stream, didn't I? The Aprilia seems to be all over the place at the moment. Not a big fan of that. The International Series 200, love that. Skoda, the Kodiak. If that's your thing. Oh, look at that. Hang on, let's go up one. Oh, RS. There's no, I say there's no new logging gear, not exactly. Any idea what would be in the year 1 pass? Is it worth getting the pre-order? I would say 100% yes. I can't say 100% what some of the things are. I have an inkling. I've heard some whispers. I know about the year one, the end of year one expansion. Nuts. Just, ooh, get ready. I would say yes, it is worth it. They have added more trucks, more pickups. So we haven't got just that standard one. That international is lovely. I had that on the Riverbend Springs map. That's cool. If we come out of here and we go to our trucks, that international is lovely as well. Like that. And then, so we've got an electric Volvo. There's some other bits and bobs. So there's some new stuff has been added in, and more stuff is going to be added in. Don't worry. What else are we looking at? Can you destruction the shed? You can demolish it. Although I've got stuff in it, so I don't think it'll let me. Enter demolish mode. Press triangle. Do you want to sell the shed? Yes. Ah. That's something to... Whoever said that, great for pointing it out. You notice there's a dip as well in the ground. It's not all flat now. It looks like there was something there and you've got an edge. There's real detail to that. That's incredible. Let me go to my mode now. Switch hand tool. Right. So my horse brush and my chainsaw have gone. Be careful. If you're going to get rid of a shed, demolish it, take it down, whatever, take your stuff out of it first. Tree physics, I have no idea. I haven't got onto tree physics yet. Like I say, this is early access. Getting to grips with it, showing it off, showing some of the features, showing some of the cool stuff that's been put in. I haven't got onto it. Cultivate a field real quick. Will manual attach mod come to FS25? I don't know. I think that would be a script that'd have to be done at Giant's End, not an additional, I think, I would say. I mean, there's been many things I've said, never say never, because there's been tons of stuff we've got on PlayStation or on console now that PC gamers said you would never get, and we have, so never say never, but I wouldn't have thought so. Let's put that away. I'm going to get onto this animal pens if it kills me. Right, animal pens. So, yeah, we did. I just talked about it, didn't I? Yeah. As far as I can tell, the other animals are the same. Horses are showing the same thing there. They can take carrot, parsnip, and red beet. Pigs. Yeah, pig food, but they can take other crop types as well. And as far as I know, it's in the same ratios. I don't know. And you know what? Let's pick something that's small to place. Say smallish. Let's put that down. For example. I didn't do any customization or messing around, just put it in as it is. If we now go into, will it give me an option of, well, I've got no animals in there. Piglets, look, 3 months, 0, 3 months. Ah. Is that because the size of the pen? That's curious. No larger pigs. You have to start with piglets. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. They are cute. Cute as a bouton. So I'll be looking here now. Go into this menu. Base food 50%, grain 25%, protein 20%, root crops 5. Looks pretty much the same. Water in. Because it's a pasture, not a pen, a shed, it's not going to require straw for bedding for manure because it's a pen, an outdoor like a grazing pen. This is not a video on the grazing pens and stuff like that. That's something I'm going to do a video on, probably on animal pens at some point, because that's going to be a real deep dive. It's going to require a lot of prep and a lot of time in to get onto all of that. I think, oh no, people are just joining now. What we're up to now, 3 hours 40, but I've gone way over what I was going to. Crop destruction, I haven't tested yet. I've got crop destruction turned off at the moment, but what we can do, let's go down to our menus, go to our game settings, which is this one, was it? Or nope, it was general settings. Let's go back up to, oh, why is it doing that? There we go. Where are we? I've lost it. No, maybe it wasn't that first one. Hang on. So I'm trying to get used to these menus. Crop destruction. Let's turn crop destruction on. I built a dynamic pasture earlier on the stream. Like I said, I'm duplicating everything I'm doing now, and I'm getting to a point where I'm going to have need a bathroom break. So there's no bananas, unfortunately. Someone wanted to see crop destruction. As far as I know, I don't know. Sorry if you've just joined. Like I say, it might be a case of, yeah, I mean, it's crop destruction. Once or twice a month we'll ask Mr. B to come live for us so we can chat and make his great person feel special. That I'm planning on doing, like I said, part of the membership is if you're on the Discord server and you're a channel member, we're going to do channel members like Discord chat day type thing. I'm running over the crops because someone asked me about crop destruction. Had I turned it on and tried it? And I said no, I hadn't. So that's what I was just showing. Crop destruction. There you go. There's some, not on all crops obviously, but I'm just showing it. Yeah, so I was saying about, do you know the fact there's a bit of movement when you walk through as well? It's let's say, if you're just joining now, I apologise. It might mean going back and watching earlier on the stream. I've covered a whole ton of stuff. Have I covered everything? No. Have I covered everything in depth? No. Have I had enough time on it to try everything out? No. I don't know what the bale limit is. I don't know. As far as animal pens go, when you do the dynamic animal pens, you can go bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know what the maximum size is. Does the maximum size go up incrementally with the amount of food required? I don't know. All those things have got to be tested. I bet you've asked me about showing the machinery. We've been through the machinery menus about 5 or 6 times now, and again we're heading rapidly towards 4 hours and going. I need a bathroom break. I'm getting wheezy. And I need to have a drink. I hope from what you have seen, I mean, it does look incredible. It does look incredible. When you're stood next to a vehicle, why does it say enter vehicle driver? I'm sure passenger support is a thing. I haven't played with anyone multiplayer. I'm assuming the Kubota DLC stuff. Enter driver. I don't think. Is there a passenger option? If I go in, I don't think it gives me an option to change position, but potentially. Is there a seat there? I don't know. That would require playing along with somebody else. It's getting emotional. 4X maps to console, don't know yet. Giants are looking at things. I don't. We'll see. See what happens there. They are looking at things potentially. Let me just jump over because we didn't actually get into the town because I keep getting sidetracked. I kept getting sidetracked. Let's jump to here. There are some truly phenomenal signs in here. The third person gives you a feel for vehicle size. I love that. Rain doesn't hit the windscreen, unfortunately. Early access because I'm a content creator that's been making content on FS20, well, on Farming Simulator for quite a few years. If you're part of the partner program, depending on what level you're at, you were sent early access, whether it be PC. I was lucky enough to get early access on console because that's what I predominantly play on. So yeah, that's how that happened, and I've said that earlier in the stream. It's how most game companies do this prior to release. They send out early access to people. People put out content, gets people hyped and interested, and they get to see the game to then want to go and buy it. That's kind of how the process works. Joseph Peterson, thank you very much. Thanks for showing us an amazing game, MrSealyp. You are, of course, more than welcome. Of course you are. It's my absolute pleasure. Sorry, Terry. it does look amazing, and like I would say, if you've joined it at the end, if you were happy to sit and watch me streaming, go back to the start of the stream when it goes live and watch the stream. There's tons and tons of stuff. Seat suspension, in cab. There's different. Yeah, there's all the settings that were on FS22 are pretty much there as well. You can adjust all your settings, steering speed, sensitivity, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just thought we'd finish here and have a look. There's a whole load of the signs changed. That been dreaming. What was the other one that I saw outside the town? The farm father. What is it? There's one up here. Was it? I wanted to show it because it just made me laugh out loud. Oh, it was some Soy Story 2. It was just very clever. And there's one outside of town that is a Beatles sign. Did I show that when I did my early access? I can't remember if I did. Yeah, make a brew and go and start from the beginning. It might be around the back of this building. And it was a Beatles, but it's the Wheatles, but it was done exactly like the Beatles sign. And I thought it was tremendous. Let's hop up on here. Oh no, don't get stuck. No! Is it around the back of here? Oh, please change. Yeah, that sign there, it changed to the Wheatles, and I just absolutely... Yeah, look at that. they've been very clever with some of the stuff they've done. There you go, look at that. There's some really, really, really neat stuff, I have to say. What are we talking about? Yeah, I haven't announced anything yet. If you are in the Discord, if you are a channel member, I've got to pick a couple of evenings, because I was going to do a couple a month, like a Q&A session where we can jump in and we can just chat. We can chat in the thing. Or I could do a members only live stream like I'm doing now, where it's just a Q&A session. It's me with the camera on me. If you're a channel member, we can come on and we can chat and you can ask questions and talk about stuff, and yeah, whichever way around you want to do it, let me know in the comments, message me, whatever, and we can sort that out. That's all part of the channel membership system. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm just, honestly, I've got a list of so many videos I need to make now. Thank you everybody that's in here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for enjoying the experience. Thank you for being members. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you've donated. Again, I will mention my PayPal donators every month if you donate on PayPal as well. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You genuinely keep the lights on. You keep everything ticking over and running. You guys are absolutely awesome. I couldn't do this without you. I have been MrSealyp. That has been Farming Simulator 25. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to... Sorry. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to do that bit again. Something's just gone horribly wrong. Don't go horribly wrong. Oh, no. Okay, we're all right. Sorry, I'll do that again. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thank you for being you, and thanks for watching.